CooleCast with Ron Ewens.
Oh, for flip's sake.
Are we talking now?
Yeah. Although it's not like live.
Yeah. Oh,
is it?
right. I was going to say, I thought it started now.
No, sometimes they do it and then that whenever they're doing the intro, they just start it from wherever. So just sort of welcome along to another podcast today with KAD. And I have to be honest, I don't know much about you, like, because Rachel put me on to you, and I'm so out of touch with music these days. Like, I don't know anybody. But I think it'll be a good story, so that's why we got you down. We've got Rachel here who came through the DJ Academy. He is a young budding DJ, so I thought it would be good to you're established, she's sort of like trying to. So what we'll do is just sort of go through your journey in music, really, how you got to here and all the things that you've been, what got you into music and stuff like that there, you know. So we're probably better going right back then. And when did you first like music and stuff?
Yeah, literally from no age.
Yeah.
From no age, I've always been into music, and I can't even pick a particular genre. I've loved every kind of music. And I started Irish dancing when I was 5, so I think that always gave me a good ear with music. I always knew good timing and stuff like that, and then I done hip hop as well. So I loved the music there too.
The dancing.
Yeah, hip hop dancing. Yeah, so I always loved the music there too.
That's kind of like, because my sister had done the disco dancing.
Yes.
And she was big into that. And then when we were kids, it was just disco dancing. But then I've noticed recently, like, a lot of it hip hop and all is around.
Yeah.
And my daughter started doing it. And the disco dance, I went to a competition, and the hip hop come on. It was just people going. And I was like, what the hell is going on here?
You're just moving and grooving to the music.
Oh, it's mental. So, were your parents into music then, or?
No, and this is the question that everyone, and even I find a wee bit mad, but my whole family find it mad. There's been every DJ who I kind of got a connection with now, they would always say, oh, they got into it because their mum and dad went to the arena, or their auntie and uncles went to the here or there. And I had none of that. Like, my mummy's 65, my daddy's 60. So I love my 80s music because of them. But they were like, where do we get you from? Because I've always loved the rave. And, like, I love trance music. I love techno, house, like, every kind of genre.
I'm kind of similar. Like, a lot of dance music. Like, I love all types of dance music. But I hate, like, jazz music and stuff. That's probably the only music. Anything else I could listen to, like.
No, my least favourite would be hard. See, like, hard style or raw style. I just think that's like noise. Like, you can't really get into a groovy anything. Or
when we were sort of growing up, like, I'm 42, so when we were growing up, it was like the happy hardcore, and you had this other side called the GABA.
Yeah.
And then I could just never listen. I loved happy hardcore to death. But see, just the sort of all night long, like somebody standing in a, like a warehouse with a hammer.
I know, there's just no rhythm to it. I know.
And I don't understand people like that. It's all coming back in again. Like recently, like, I hear a lot of people like Pete Death Punch and doing like I don't know what you call it, a French core or something, raw style. It's just like 250 beats per minute. And
I don't know. That's noise for me. Like, I love everything else.
But you always ask people, like, were their parents into music, and it's quite amazing how many DJs, their parents weren't really musicians or nothing.
No.
And they've all of a sudden they've just popped in and like no, this is my thing.
I know, it's the way it's been for me. Like, not even my aunties and uncles or cousins. Like, it would be me and my sister would be the two like ravers of the family. But it wasn't even. Like, I always wanted to DJ. I see at every party, every event. Like, my first time ever in Ibiza when I was 20. I'm 27 now. But I used to be nearly hanging over the DJ box just to be so interested in what they were doing. Like, it was just always a thing that interested me. So I'm with my partner 6 years, my boyfriend 6 years, and he listened to me, going on, I'd love to do it, but I didn't know who to ask or any other girls to turn to. So it was 2 Christmases ago. He bought me all the equipment to start. So it was basically him how I got started.
That's really good. Like, it's kind of similar. You know, I think everybody sees that passion, like the DJing, and they're like, that's amazing, I want to do that there. So it was like for us, like when we were growing up, like, but you had no friends or nobody it was just your thing. You just wanted
Yeah, I
to
just always really wanted to do it.
do. Jeez.
I know. So if it wasn't for him, I don't know. I probably potentially would have, but it's just like, it's just having the guts to really go forward and do it. Like,
And so you only started DJing really when you were 25.
yeah.
So so you were into dance music.
I always thought originally I would have been a trance DJ. When I was like 20, 21, I used to love going to State of Trance and Luminosity and just all the trance events. I loved that. But I think at that time, trance was massive. And then I thought, right, I love house music. And this is where my problem has always been, because I love house music too. And then I started playing a bit with techno, loved it.
Yeah.
So I was getting advice from a lot of different people. People were telling me, stick to one genre, that's how I get noticed. And then other people saying, no, be multi-genre.
Yeah.
So at the minute I am kind of multi-genre. I play the per booking. So I have played nearly every kind of booking.
Yeah. I've noticed that recently, like when I hear some DJ sets, like Ben Nicky's very sort of multi-genre as well, isn't he? Like sort of, he plays, and it is coming back in the clubs where they have DJs from different sort of genres playing. That's the way it used to be in the 90s. Like,
Yeah.
it started off with like house and then it sort of built up into like hardcore or whatever
Yeah.
and stuff. And then it just went, clubs were just all the same all night long, and that's sort of, I'm glad to see out there, like it's much better. So what was your first sort of introduction to dance music in?
My first introduction to dance music was, and he'll still be one of my favourite DJs ever, was the Avicii concert on Boucher Road for Tenants Fatal. I was 16 and my mummy and daddy let me go, me and all my friends after school. And that just, like, I done events management uni, so see, even just being at that, I'd even opened my eyes to events. I loved everything about it. I loved the setup. I loved it. Avicii will still be the reason why I really fell in love with.
It's kind of sad what happened to him. Like,
I know.
he looked really burnt out at the end. Like that.
I know, my God.
I don't know if that there was like, because he came on the scene really fast, really quick. And
Yeah.
he's probably went from like nothing to, I don't really know his history, like, but it looked as if he came from like nothing, and then all of a sudden he's playing festivals all over the world.
Yeah, I watched his documentary and it was devastating. Like, he was basically telling his promoter and everything, like, he is going to do something to himself if they don't cut the shows. He loved the producing side, he didn't love performing. And there's a lot of DJs that love just the background of it and don't like being on that main stage.
That's me.
Is that you? Do you love the background?
Hate DJing. Like,
I love performing. I love the performance side of it.
I hear some DJs like Shugs, when I heard him talking, he was like, I just love DJing. I'm a DJ first, then promoter second.
Yeah.
And then I'm going, I wish I loved it that much. Like Jimmy B's the same. He's my like
Yeah.
sort of mate. And he would DJ anywhere, anytime.
Yeah.
Like, no, doesn't matter how long, like, but I've seen, like, she was DJing in the bat last night.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, I was just watching TV, and I was thank God that's not me. Like, or I'm just
Really? Oh my God, no.
I'd rather be in here in bed. And, so that Avicii. So the events management then, where did you go to do that?
Yeah, I went to Korean, University of Ulster for 4
Was
years.
that a university degree?
Yeah, university, leisure and events management it was.
How did you come into that there?
Again, from I was 16, I went to Tenants Fatal, it made me, and I've always worked in a nightclub too, so I've always just loved the music setting and the nightlife setting and festival setting. Like, I can't imagine myself doing anything else.
What nightclubs did you work in?
You're opening a can of worms there. Much time do I have?
We're here for about as long as you want,
Alright,
like, you know. So I
I
usually try to get like at least an hour or something.
Yeah.
Like so.
my first ever nightclub was El Divino. So I used to work there on a Thursday. It used to be knee deep on a Thursday. So I used to do that after school and have school on a Friday. And then 212 was a Friday. And then there's Saturdays. I can't remember what Saturday's called, but I worked there Thursday, Friday, Saturday when I was 16 in school, just glass collecting. And then by the time I was 18, I was in Mono with where my sister worked. It's now, what do you call it? Thirsty Bird? Thirsty.
I don't even know.
It's Mano where Yellow was, and
It's facing the police station.
oh, I know where Mano was. I think
Is
I
it
DJed in there
Elliot's?
one before. Yes, I have.
Yeah. So I worked there.
I
And
never
then,
recognised the name. Like,
yeah. Then I've done Thompson's as well. I worked in Thompson's.
You know, Thompson's one place I've never even been in.
No way.
No, and I hear everybody talking about it, and it's like a legendary club. Like, it's been
Yeah.
going for, what, 30 years plus?
Yeah,
maybe?
especially for DJs. It's a real legendary club, like.
I think it was because when I was going out it was the Parliament. After hours, they had this thing called Kudos,
Oh, very good.
and it started at 2 o'clock. So we ended
Way after hours party.
whenever I was DJing, and then we all would have went to there after 2 o'clock and stayed to 6.
Yeah.
You had Mark Wesley and Charlie One and John Martin DJing, like, and it was amazing. So I was there on a Saturday and Paradise Lost on the Friday, and that's about it.
That was
So
you.
once that era finished, then
You finished too.
I finished too. Like, that's me. Man, it was a nice wee bar, wasn't it? Bar sort of thing, if I can remember.
When I worked there, it was a bit of a Dave. Probably was a good Dave. it was good. It was good.
Must have been about 2008. I was in there. You went in, and then there was like a long. The DJ box was here, and then I went
Yeah.
around. And was there an upstairs?
Upstairs as well, yeah.
I wasn't upstairs. It was just the downstairs one.
Yeah.
But, so you were in the glass collecting. I never went to El Divino either.
And then
like,
I done the bar. I worked in Alibi too.
Where's that?
Alibi is. Do you know Face and Robinson? No, not Robinson's. Lavery's. It would be like a New Year nightclub. It used to be M Club, I think.
Oh yes,
But
I.
I've done there. So start off glass collecting El Divino, and then I was in the bar, and then
That used to be the main club, like on that strip. Was the Manhattan first,
yeah,
and then they shortened it to the M Club, and then
Yeah.
I don't even know what the will play now, like, or whatever.
Alibi is kind of like R&B music and on a Saturday.
And what sort of stuff was playing in El Divino at the time? You know?
Oh, it was amazing. So the 3 different nights had see the bottom floor, it was like an El Divino, an Ibiza lounge. It was done up like space, so everything was white. And see, for me being 16, I'd obviously never been in a club, so back then everyone went out really dolled up. So you got all these people, and I was only 16, so I'm 27 now, but at the time they all would have been 26, 27. I would have thought they were like real older people, but everyone was really dolled up, and like the money that was spent, like there was Grey Goose or an Ace of Spades, it was like a £250 bottle of champagne. They used to be just flying out, so I just used to be like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Do you have any riders now whenever you're DJing? Do you ask for?
My first ever rider was when I got booked for Shine for Bell Sonic, Ben Nicky's after party a few months ago. And I've worked with a lot of riders from doing events. So when I got asked what was mine, I was like, oh my god, Mummy, I've made it.
I just asked for a couple of Coronas, like I can never. But my mate, like he's like, bottle of Grey Goose and all.
Oh
I'm
no,
like,
I just say vodka Red Bull. Just as long as it's not Glens. I just say vodka Red Bull on my riders.
You're lucky you're not in the kind of pubs that, like, you know, pour out like a Grey Goose and have the Glens and pour the Glens.
Oh
in
my
like Grey
god,
Goose.
no, I wouldn't even
yeah,
say Grey Goose. Nah.
I was only on. I wasn't a vodka drinker, like, but whenever I went to Ibiza, it was the only thing that could drink down there because it
Yeah.
was free. When we were in like VIP, and I can't remember who was on, Mark Knight. And we were up behind the DJ box, but it was just the vodka. It was the only thing free. And it was the first time I drunk it, and
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, I actually do try not to drink when I'm DJing a lot of the times. I wouldn't like that night. Funny enough, when I asked my first ever Shen, I didn't touch one drink.
yeah.
I gave it all to my friends just in case I messed up. It was like there's too many years in here that would just. I was just in my head. I was like, just takes one person to say who booked her. Do you know what I mean? So I needed to be on my A game.
Yeah, that's
So-
what you were worried about last night, wasn't it, Rachel? Like, you were
Yeah.
mixing.
Yeah, I actually don't even know what a rider is. What is that?
So when you're booked for an event, they ask you like, what do you want for like behind like in your dressing room? Like what alcohol do you want? And some actually asked, what setup do you want?
A dressing room? No, I was actually funny because last night, obviously the bar have like a backstage. Well, they call it the backstage, like, but it's funny even at my age sitting at the backstage, but it's literally just these like walls, grey walls, and there's like a mini fridge, but there's nothing in the mini fridge or anything.
Because you didn't ask for a rider, then you didn't ask for a rider.
And
That's
I was
why.
just sitting there, I had my juice and Oreos, even just sitting there, it still felt class, because you could hear the crowd like screaming the songs, and like the bass and all was coming, carrying through and stuff, so still felt class, but it's class the way you've been able, like, been asked what drinks and all you want, like.
I love sitting in the backstage area, like before and after a gig, like just
Yeah.
sort of chilling before you go. It's good going from like a quiet room like this and then just getting in and seeing everybody going absolutely crazy. And on the riders, I used to work in our price, you know, like music store.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's how old I am. But I worked in there, and your guy, I can't remember his name. Was it Will Meller? He was on. What do you call that? Their Channel 4 show. I just get stopped there.
I wish I could help you out. I am the
I don't
clue.
watch Channel 4.
To watch TV at all. Hollyoaks.
Oh, right, okay.
He was on Hollyoaks, and he had to get his rider was sandwiches and like some lemonade. And I went to the shop and bought him sandwiches and some lemonade, and then he was like, "Don't like them ones." Just threw them out of the way. And I was like, "Fuck."
Oh no.
You can get food as well, so it's not just drink.
You
Oh
sort
my
of just
God.
dad were
You can get anything. With the bigger you are, you can get anything you want. Like I worked for AVA that summer there for the boiler room, and I've met some of my favourite DJs in the world, and I had to deal with their riders all day. So some of them were like fruit nuts, like fruit bars, coconut water, fresh white towels.
What tolls and all?
Yeah, you can demand basically whatever you
I
want.
heard like one of the, I don't know, it's Mariah Carey or Beyonce or somebody like that there. They like want M&Ms, but they don't want any blue ones.
Yeah.
So whoever does that has
Has
to
to
pick
pick them out.
Oh, yeah.
I
No,
know.
I would never. That's wild.
Yeah, it is.
So you've done like what DJs was on El Divino then when you were sort of then working?
I think Tommy Murdoch done it years ago, but even then I wouldn't even knew the names, to be honest, of any of the DJs. I just loved like working there, but
Were you sort of like starting to think about DJing at that point or no?
no, it didn't even become like think of an option for me, because you never heard of, when I was 16, the only girl DJ, and it's so funny, like on Facebook she was my cover photo, your DJ GCM.
GCM. Yeah.
She was like the only female DJ I knew, so I just used to think she was so cool. But back, like that was like 11 years ago, there was no female DJs
Yeah.
in clubs and anywhere really.
I think the only one from here has been Mandy Reid, really.
I DJ with her and Maria Healy DJ
Yeah.
with as well.
And
But
then
just
in England you had Lisa Pinup and Lisa
these
Lashes.
lashes. Yeah, so it just never.
and Savage. I think that was the only ones.
Yeah, it wasn't really enough. Like, just wouldn't even know where to even start it with it. I just loved being in that scene. But there was 3 different floors in El Divino. So the bottom floor was like the Ibiza lounge, the middle floor was R&B, and the top floor was the club. So every shift I was like, can I work the club? Can I work the club?
More dancey
Yeah, it
stuff.
was more dancey music.
So when did you start thinking then that the DJs, what was happening when you weren't, oh, I want to do that there?
It would have been probably, when I was about 19, the year before I went to Ibiza. I was toying with it, and I was like, God, I would really love to do that. And it's just stupid wee parties I would have went to, people's 40th and even 50th. This I was like, I never wanted to be a party DJ. We'll get on to that after. It was one thing used to be in my head. Oh, it stressed me out. But just anywhere where there was a set of decks, or even when I was working in the clubs, I was like, how do you even do this? Like, it was just always an idea. And then the same year I first went to Ibiza and went to Creamfields, I was like, I need to do this. Like,
Yeah.
I want to be on that stage. That's what I need to do.
It's kind of, trying to think of it, like from my point of view, like whenever I was growing up, what made me, but we were just listening to tapes and stuff. That was a kind of, and it was the music, and just everybody was so into the music, and the DJs were kind of like the pop stars of that era.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, I want to be a DJ now, which is kind of weird because you're playing other people's songs.
I know.
Yeah, it's kind of, but
There is people, as you were saying, like yourself, who just love it in the background, whereas I've always dreamt of the big stage. Like, that's what, like, I couldn't just stand in my bedroom.
so do you,
forever.
do you have anxiety or anything, or do you get nervous, or?
No, not really. My first ever gig, oh my God. So I've kind of learned well in front of people nearly. I got the decks for Christmas, and then a couple of weeks later, I got asked to do a gig in Love and Death.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, it was terrible. And all my friends, about 20 of them, came to see me, and they were all just cheering and going nuts. And I was standing there going, I haven't a clue, because I had just my wee DJ 400s.
Right.
And then I went to this club and they had CDJs. And I was standing there going, oh my God, what is all these buttons? What am I going to do? But I was kind of just trying to memorise it, my wee one, just a grander scale.
Yeah.
And I just went for it. And then from there, I really did practice. Yeah.
So you do, like I'm trying to say to Rachel, like when she goes in and has different kind of like decks, she's like, oh, they're different, but you just really focus on like your up
stuff
faders,
you know, yeah.
crossfader,
Yeah.
play.
They
and
all
cue.
do the same thing. See, the bigger the decks, just more filters or more effects you have on them.
Right.
But they all do the same
The
thing.
bigger they are, the more buttons you don't need to push.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Some
like
have
you-
4 channels. You don't need 4. You can use
Yeah.
3 maximum. But the 2, you'll only need 2 for a long time. Like,
So what was your idea of mixing them whenever you were like sort of You just got it. Did you like?
I just taught
Did you
myself.
have any idea about DJing whatsoever? Nobody
No,
show you?
Nothing.
you
No idea at all.
No, and you just sort of went.
I actually, it's so funny. My boyfriend's friend was like, he was a bedroom DJ and he's unreal. So he come up to set my record box and everything up because I hadn't a clue. And he was like, I'll show you a bit. So it's so funny thing when I was in my bedroom and there was like 4 of us in my room and the decks were on my chest of drawer and he was just going away and I was like, what are you doing? Like, slow down. So I'm the type of person I need to do. I can't really watch. So I watched him that once and he was far away. So I was like, only way I'm going to do this, I'm just going to stand here for hours, days, months.
Yeah.
Working this out, and that's just basically
I
what
found
I've done.
that there when I've been doing the DJ Academy, like at the start, I know what you maybe say, but I sort of show everybody, this is what you do, you know, you might
Yeah.
say this, no.
Yeah,
But I look at their faces and they're just like,
it's like rocket science.
what did he do?
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what it was at the start, like when I first joined. Because obviously, we did use similar decks so for the DJ Academy, didn't we?
Yeah, we had like the wee, I don't know, there's that many names of
They're
them.
wee
now,
ones, like they're only wee.
We Pioneer controllers, then we had the laptops, but then
Yeah.
we had the bigger decks for the like, you know,
At the end when we put everything together. But no, I have decks in my room as well. Like, but the DJ Academy, the first few weeks I was like, oh, what's going on? But once you pick up what you're doing, if you have an interest, though, like from that DJ Academy, like I was joining it because I knew it was what I wanted to do. Like I wasn't doing it just to do it, you know. Like I did that because I was like, right, I'm gonna use this like to develop more like skills and stuff. So
That's it. You have to want to do it. That's one thing because I get, and it's so mad for me now. I get so many messages from people who are in my area saying like I've inspired them to start DJing, which is insane for me to even hear because that was me a few years ago.
yeah.
But that's advice I always give. You have to want to do it because it's hard. Like me under the illusion a few years ago, I love music. I'm gonna go in. This gonna be grand. Like it's not it. Like,
No, you have to put the hours in. like.
yeah, and
yeah,
I'd done a DJ Academy for like it was Abbey Community College. They were doing a 5th year, and one of the modules was digital technology or something like that
Yeah.
there. So they done the DJing, and it was a bunch of girls coming down and had no interest in DJing. It was so hard to like get
Yeah.
them. But a couple of them done really well, and the other ones you just every time you turn your back, they're just like on their phone.
stand. Oh yeah.
Like I was saying, like when I done their class, every time I come over to somebody in Lemons, and then the younger ones would have run around playing hide and seek and all. I was like,
Oh yeah.
So I
yeah.
had to get my mate to come down. And,
That's so good, but you were doing that in schools. Like I would have been DJing 11 years if you come into my school all them
Wow.
years ago.
Yeah. Oh,
That's like unreal.
they're so lucky now. There's so many opportunities for kids and
Yeah.
stuff like you have because back in school, I don't know what it was like for you, but the only thing music that we got was like a recorder going
Yeah, I was the recorder.
3
too.
blind mice, 3 blind mice.
That was us, the recorder.
And that was it. Maybe once a year they brought in a synthesizer, and you were like, yeah.
No, we just got the recorder.
No.
That's all we got.
So now they've got like the DJing thing as part of the GCSE music
That's
module.
amazing.
My school, I had a recorder as well in music, like, and
Yeah.
I'm not long out of that music, like, we
It's so
only
stupid, isn't it?
recorder.
Like who?
When are you going to ever need to play a recorder? Honestly, like.
I know, do you know what actually happened to me? I think it was like 3rd year or something, and I've seen, I've always loved music, like even instruments I'm interested in, and our music teacher, I can't even remember her name, but she made us like play this piece in the recorder that she taught us, and we all had to stand up in front of the whole class and perform on the recorder, but I was having none of it, so I seen this guitar, and I was like, I hadn't a clue how to play it. I was like, oh miss, can I just play the guitar instead? So I got up and picked up the guitar and started playing it and made a whole embarrassment of myself. The whole
gosh.
class
And you had
started
no
laughing.
idea if I could play a guitar.
No, but I was like, I don't want to play this recorder, so I tried to play Wonderwall, but you hear a bit of it, like, but it was quite
That was
funny.
brave.
Oh, yes, that looks easy.
No, I've got a good laugh though. Everyone was laughing, like, I was only young as well. I think, what year were you in? 3rd year? Like, I think I was only like, I don't even know what age I was, 12 or something.
I don't know, 3rd year, isn't it?
3rd year.
But
Yeah.
a guitar is one thing that I have still no idea how a guitar works. 'Cause there's
Yeah.
only 4 string or 5 strings, and how they play the 12 notes, I don't know.
Yeah, I want
It's
to pick up the piano. I really want to start playing the piano.
Yeah, she was sort of.
I love the piano. I actually I have a guitar and a piano. I can, not years on, I can't actually play Wonderwall now, and I can play Don't Look Back in Anger, and then do you know Fine Line by Harry Styles.
Yeah.
Play that on guitar, but I have a piano in my room. I have like such an interest in the piano. I think it sounds lovely. Like
It does. I've only ever played the keyboard for it because I've started to produce.
Yeah.
So
I was
I've
just going
played-
to ask, have you any
Yeah.
in the production stuff?
Yeah, I bought Ableton 5 months ago. But my problem's time. I'm so just the past 2 weeks it's been I'm like cancelling plans for everyone. I didn't even go to Planet Love at the weekend because I'm starting to make sacrifices because you have to because I haven't the time. So I didn't go. I was playing the after party that night, but that Saturday there was the only full day I've had in a long time where I
Yeah.
could just lock myself in my studio and give it
I'd
a
say
good
you
go.
really do have to, like, because I don't go out in the weekend, and it's Friday nights and Saturday nights and Sundays nights is whenever I get the time to sort of sit
Yeah.
and do it. Like, and if I didn't have that, I probably wouldn't have much. Like, with the piano, I can play the piano a wee bit, know my way around it, but I wouldn't be able to, like, if you set a sheet down on me, go like Beethoven.
Oh my god, same, yeah.
But I can go,
yeah, no.
Yeah.
maybe
Not
a
music.
chord.
The what's it? So the notes A, B, C, D, but then there's music, actual the notes like the
Crotchets. And
yeah. I can read them, but I can
double
learn A, B,
crotchets.
C.
I
D.
know a bit, like, but,
I know, you know
but
more
when
than
you
me.
do production, you don't really need to play the piano. You know, you just
No,
sort
it
of.
just makes it a wee bit nicer if you've
If
like
you've,
wrote the notes yourself.
If you have a musical ear, then you can sort of do your own wee
Yeah.
melodies, but you can just sort of play them in slowly, and then you can
Yeah.
quantize it in the production and move them with your hand or whatever. So go back to your. I'd always get sidetracked. And then
I know, it's always the
There you
way.
go.
What have we come back to?
So when you just sort of been thinking about, you went to a beef and you were like, right, I'm going to think about the DJing.
So it wasn't it 5 years later then?
5 years later, you got the seven
Yeah.
back thing.
Yeah.
What was the Dex was it you got then?
DJ 400, Pioneer 400s.
Can't imagine what they are.
They're probably like the ones you put you can need your laptop and all
Yeah.
for them as well.
Oh, so they're controllers?
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, sorry, it's a controller, yeah. Yeah, it's a controller, just your two wee jog wheels and then your two filters in the middle and
I think that's the ones I have, the ones
Yeah.
we use.
it could be.
They're brilliant to start on, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, and get your idea of
Yeah.
like what to do, really.
Yeah. But my first gig was Love and Death and then because just around my area I would just know a lot of people in West Belfast, so I just kept then getting booked for parties. And it was frustrating the life out of me because I was like, one thing I don't want to be is a party DJ. Like, I want to be club and main stage and festivals. But this is what all my friends and everyone kept reminding me, you have to start somewhere. Because I touched the decks now expecting to be booked for Shangs, you know what I mean, in the Telegraph.
Yeah, that's the way I was.
I think everyone's like that. But you
I
just,
know, because you only know a handful of DJs, so you think, right, I know 5 DJs, so there must only be, I want to be the 6th, you know, but then
Yeah.
it's like, you realise there's hundreds of people, bedroom DJs
hundreds.
trying to get out and then do it. But I could tell you a lot about flipping doing parties, like I'd done them for 13 years,
Oh my
thinking,
God.
me and Peter, actually,
Yeah.
we were like a duo, and we sort of, oh, Jesus Christ, it's my granny's 80th birthday.
they're soul
we're going.
destroying. Some of them are good crack, but a lot of them, like, see when Emily started, I should have said no.
Yeah.
Because I was only building up all my music playlist and everything, so I didn't even have the like that genres, like that much genres to play. So I was saying yes to these parties and people were asking for stuff and I had a cheek, so I was the one getting frustrated and I'm like, I'm the entertainer, I need to know. And then I was like, frig this, and me and my friend one of my best mates, Maria, were out a walk one night and I was like, that's it, I'm done with this and all. And she's like, will you ways up, you need to just chill out. And I was like, I just have no patience, I just wanted to be.
I know, you're just right, because you can get stuck in that there rut, and like I say, like it's so multi-genre, like, and stuff. Like, one minute you're playing Bay City Rollers, the next it's like flipping something else. But you get
And you don't really need to mix, that's why I don't like it, because you're not
yes.
really DJing, you're just mixing in the last few seconds.
me and Peter, we used to set the laptop up, right?
Yeah.
And we used to have, there's this software called, thanks,
There we
Peter.
go.
Sound Broadcaster. So it sort of mixed it for you.
Okay.
So you just put all your tunes, and we were like, right, what time is it? 8 o'clock. We're finished at 1 o'clock. So we could put all our tunes in, knowing the
Yeah.
order we wanted. And then it told you, like, this would take you to 1 o'clock. And then we would hit play, and then we would put chess on the laptop, and we would sit
Oh
and
my
play chess
God,
all
see,
night
no,
long.
that would drive me nuts. If I'm
was,
there,
it
I'm
was-
there to perform. I want to do it properly.
We just wanted.
just
yeah,
wanted the wage and I was
I
that.
didn't even want the wage. I would have. It was people asking you at New Year, and you didn't want to let them down by saying no
100%.
and no and stick to. But it came to the point where we just sold our stuff. So if anybody asked, we
You
could
have
go,
to say no.
"There's no stuff."
Yeah, where I'm at the point now, people's like someone said to me a few weeks ago something about doing a party, and I was like, I want to like gear away from the parties, and they were like, oh, you're too big for them now.
Yeah.
And I was like, for God's sake,
It's
no,
just
I just don't
say-
like playing for your granny.
Yeah. And they always say like, no, but we want dance music, and I'm like, I'm sure. Like, so then you go down, and then about 2 hours into it, they go, you couldn't stick on a razor for my Auntie Flippin' Joe or
Yeah.
something. And I'm like, I
Yeah.
thought you wanted all dance music.
See, I had this problem 2 weekends ago, and it was my second last party. I've took on no more gigs for parties, and this was one of the reasons why. So I got booked for a gig, and it was a private event, and it was a young crowd, and the person who booked me wanted like young crowd will want to see you in the Telegraph, to see you in Emerge, so they want all that music you were playing. I was like, right, okay. So showed up. I'm never going to start with all that banging music ever, and that's what people don't understand. You have to build the night up, no matter what private event. You have to build 8 o'clock. Who wants to hear freaking Ben Nicky banging on? No one.
I know.
So I started off a bit of house music, and it was mostly fellas, and they were still enjoying the house music. And then I had the person come up to me, and sorry, one of the other family members, can you put on 80s with the older family here? And I was like, right, no problem. Put on 80s. Then the person booked me come flying up. What are you doing putting on 80s? My son wants rave. He only wants rave. So I was like, oh my God.
That's
So
it
put
again.
on rave. And then they come back up. Can you put on a bit of Coldplay? This is a bit much. And then I just lost it. And I was like, do you want to plug your phone in? I was like, I'm not being rude, but you're causing me much hassle than I need here. Like,
Sometimes, like, you get the requests, and you just know, especially when it's going well and people are up dancing, you just know if I play that, it's gonna.
too much times as you would know that happens a
And it
lot.
just-
And then
do the
people look
floor.
at you as if you picked that. And I'm like, I didn't pick that.
Sometimes I say like in badness, and I'm like, here's me. Nobody will like that. There, the will. Here's me. Right,
God.
come on up and stand here, Will. And then I would put it on, and then I would just stand there, and then I would clear the floor and be like, well, why are you still dancing? And then they go round, and they like, come on. You can see them trying to get
Yeah,
everybody else
everyone
into it.
Oh no, it just makes me fall in love with it. Like, I love
It
being
is soul destroying. It
yeah,
really is.
and with the strobes and the bass pumping and you like the crowds going, like that's what I love.
I think that's what put me off DJing really, because we done that there. I used to work with Mickey Modell down in the
Yeah.
studio, and he said to me, "You need to do these gigs, Ron. Like people's probably saying to you, you have to start somewhere and do them for a couple of years." And I'm like, Mickey, I've been doing them for 13 years. Like,
I know.
it's just that I'm just done. I'm just done.
That's one of piece of advice and I give you, Rachel. You do what you think.
Yeah.
Because people can tell you here, there, and everywhere. Because that was a thing at the start for me. What was putting my head away? Because I was trying to take advice off everyone because I had no one to ask. So I didn't know what direction to go on. And then when I was getting advice where everyone was going to take the parties, and then when I was getting knowing the club DJs were going to stay away from the parties, and I was going, oh my God. So my gut feeling, I didn't want to do them, so I shouldn't have done them.
Yeah.
But one silver lining that came from them, it got me great at crowd reading.
Yeah, that's the one thing. That's probably
yeah.
the only reason why you should do it for maybe a year, 2 years
Yeah,
max.
100%.
Because no one like a crowd coming in, and no one instinctively they'll like this kind of stuff.
100%. Like, I'll not sit here and tell I'm the best DJ in the world, because I'm not. I'm still a lot to learn. But one thing I do always get praised on is crowd reading. I know exactly what my crowd wants. And
Yeah.
if I need to switch it up quick, I can switch it up quick. If I need to switch it up 5 times a night, I can do that 5 times a night. And that's from them parties.
Yeah.
So they do because no matter what age, you'll know what age and you'll know what vibe the room's at. You'll know when to change it, when to keep it.
And that's half it, like half a DJ and 50% the techno or the technical side.
Technical side, yeah.
Techno side.
Yeah.
The technical side, and 50% is like reading your crowd and knowing what to play and when to play
100%.
and stuff. Because some of them young people that come in and they go from like being in the bedroom because they make this massive tune, and then they go to a festival, and they just, it's all right whacking out whatever you want in a festival because everybody's rammed and you're dancing anyway.
Yeah.
But see if they went into a club and it was like half empty, they wouldn't have a clue.
No, I know.
Wouldn't have a clue. So it's alright doing them for like a year, but don't get stuck in it.
No, I know, because cause then I stopped posting them, and then you felt bad 'cause everyone was tagging me. But see now, because I'm getting the gigs I want, I'm not afraid to post it to do a party.
Yeah.
But at the start, because you're in your head, and I didn't want no one to know I was doing them, because I was like, people know I'm doing parties. These DJs aren't going to pick me for clubs.
What kind of parties was it? What was birthdays?
Just birthday, yeah, like 21st, 40th, 30th. I've done a few weddings.
Oh, weddings are the worst.
Oh.
Oh, so do you know what I mean? But the money's good in them, so they were
Yeah.
able to get me my big set of decks that I need, because the club DJing and festival DJing's unreal, but the pay's not good.
Yeah.
So if you were trying to save for the decks that I did end up buying, my controller, I would have been club DJing for a couple of years.
I know. It is kind of like,
But you don't do it for the money. Like, I do not do it for the money. I would, like, when Shane booked me, I'd have happily done Shane for free, and he died when I get booked for theirs.
yeah. But at the same time, you need to make money to be able to keep doing it.
100%.
Because, you know, like, you know,
I think being a girl, Rachel will tell you this, you know you're worth being a girl, and do not be afraid to stand up for yourself, because I done a gig before and I was the only girl and I closed the lineup and everyone else get paid and I didn't get paid.
Yeah.
And I questioned it, because I'm one thing, I wouldn't be afraid to open my mouth, and you shouldn't be.
Yeah.
But there's that fine line, I think, of being a girl where you can get called a diva, but if that was a boy, they're only standing up for themselves. But with me standing up for myself, she's a diva, don't book her.
that's a good
very
point. Like,
yeah.
I wouldn't have thought of that there, but I think you're right. Like, I think
it
people
is.
would think that there.
Yeah, very fine line. You don't ever, it's one thing I never be, like, always be nice, always be humble, but don't let anyone walk over you in the industry either.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
10% of the industry probably, it's only females, let's be honest, that get the gigs that they want to get. So
Yeah.
when you're, like, 95% of the time I'm on lineups with boys, like, and even when I done a merge, I couldn't believe I closed the merge and talent stage. I was on with the likes of Black Traffic and Shona Bruffy, big DJs, and I still closed. So,
I've never heard of them. Or I'm
oh,
trying
have
to
you?
think
No,
about it.
they're with Reboot. Have you ever heard of Reboot?
No. What
I've
kind of
heard
music
of it.
is now?
It's a hard techno,
Right.
but they're like one of the biggest brands in the industry, and they're from down south.
Techno is kind of like, the genre has changed so much, and I don't even know what. If somebody said to me I play techno, I wouldn't have a clue.
Yeah.
It's because techno, back when I was younger, was like, kind of like hardcore, but not as hardcore. You know, that was kind of techno. Then it went
Yeah.
in the 2000s. It was really slow, like 128 BPM. I think now I've heard people saying they're playing techno, but it's like 145, 150.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I don't.
150, 145 is hard techno, and then your minimal peak time techno start at 130, 132, 135. Oh no.
So
See
many
the,
genres and subgenres, like.
I've lost me here, but do you know the way, like, the crowd reading thing, like, obviously I've only done a few gigs in bot, but last night I came on at 11:30 and I was gonna start with, like, you know, Calvin Harris and all that, and these boys come up and obviously there's all the lights and smoke and it's a raised stage, so they do this thing where they're writing their phone like a song that they want to hear.
Yeah.
And I was standing on the stage and I think I had like white noise or something playing. I don't even know. I had something like basic playing. And they wrote Born Slippy. And I was like, I'm not going to whack on Born Slippy at like 11:40 at night.
Yeah.
Like, that's something to finish with. And it was just like, there were all these mad requests. And I always feel so bad. I don't know what to be like. I'm like, oh, I don't have it. Sorry. Like,
How do
Yeah.
you handle requests then when people
Just put your headphones on, say, I can't hear you.
yeah.
Sorry, I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, I didn't know what way to react. Like, I was just like, I just give them a thumbs up or like shrug my
Yeah.
shoulders.
Yeah, that's it.
Put it on next. That's a
Yeah,
DJ
that's another
saying.
one, and then they forget anyway.
I never did. Or sometimes when you do put people's song on and then I was in the toilet, can you play it again? I know.
See, that annoys me. The one at the club, like, I know I can say that, but like, see, there's nothing worse. Like, from before I started DJing in clubs, like, I'd go on nights out with my friends and we'd request a song and I'd be waiting for about an hour and I'm like, where's my song? Where's the song? And just didn't play it, and I would always be so devastated. Like,
See, that's one thing I never done was ever ask a DJ for a song. It's because I just enjoyed the atmosphere. I loved every music, so it didn't.
yeah.
So we're seeing people come up and ask you in the club. I'm just like, just go and enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Why
I
are you
know.
thinking of the next
Yeah.
song? Go and just dance.
Especially like if you're doing like a club environment, it is sort of let the DJ do his thing and then like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just.
What at a wedding, like I suppose people, so many people to please.
Oh, and you can't please everyone. And I love pleasing everyone. I love everyone enjoying their night. See if everyone's not enjoying their night. To me, I'm not doing my job.
Yeah.
So it's so
I know, and
destroying
you've got
for
the
me.
the oldies, like the
Yeah.
70-year-olds, and then the young kids, and
Yeah.
you're just like, and it really is like sort of, you play what they want. Don't play that there, so you play what they want. Don't
Yeah.
play that there. And
No, it's
so your first club then was that there one? What did you call it?
love and death.
Love and Death.
Yeah.
And what kind of music was that?
I played like a house set. It was like, yeah, it was kind of no, it was house set. It was house set.
How did you decide your genres when you started DJing? What sort of?
That I had to learn the hard way. and I'm going to tell you this, learn how to warm up a room.
Yeah.
You never try and be as hard coming on first, because that can stop you from getting booking. See, if you go on right away and you think, so what you love, what genre you love, don't think that's what the crowd loves.
Yeah.
Because you need to learn how to warm up. See, warming up the room for the next DJ, it's a big
Yeah.
thing, and it's an art in itself that you need to know to get further bookings.
Yeah.
If you go on and you whack on 140 and you're the first person on, right away a promoter's going to say, don't get her back.
Yeah, because the night
The
needs to
next-
progress.
yeah.
Sort of like.
Yeah, I wouldn't like it because you feel like it's almost not fair. Because it's like if I was opening something and someone was on after me, like I would never put something too hard on, because it's
Yeah.
almost like the people that were closing would play that. So if they're closing it, they could play something harder, faster. Whereas I wouldn't. I'd maybe finish with something like a bit more upbeat, but I wouldn't steal like everything. Like
Yeah, that's it. You sort of just sometimes when people come back, you just want to play like toe tapping music to get them sort of like that. And especially another good one is like if a producer is coming DJing, don't play their tunes.
Never, ever, ever. If you're in a lineup with a big DJ, you never play their
oh
song.
really? I didn't even know that.
Never. Oh my goodness, no.
But
no.
so when you were with Ben Nicky, did you not play any of his songs then?
Nope.
No.
And I was in room 2. And
Well,
no.
So I've never actually been. Is this Telegraph?
Yeah.
So there's 2 rooms. I thought there was only just one.
No, so the main stage room, that's where you proper warm up, and that's
Yeah.
where you go from the ground up, whoever's opening that room, where room 2 is banging from open to close. So
Yeah.
room 2's massive. Room 2's bigger than room 1.
Is it?
At the
Really?
minute, yeah, it's insane. It is insane. Room 2's the room. Everyone knows you go, if you go on into Telegraph, everyone straight into room 2 because it's banging from the
In
start.
capacity, it's at the same size, or
No, way smaller.
but it's just
Oh,
like
yeah.
So, Telegraph was my goal from when I started DJing.
she's been saying the same.
Yeah,
I just want
I've
to
been
DJ in
going,
Telegraph.
Like
Yeah.
see,
I'm like,
know
I
what?
remember when they done papers, like
My mummy worked there. My mummy worked at Telegraph for 22 years, about 30 years ago.
yeah, do you know like Mall Tunes and
Yeah.
Symmetric, Dara? All my friends like that's Stack City Raves.
Yeah.
They've all been in the Telegraph, and I listen to their sets and all, and I'm just see all the fire and the people, and I'm like, right, no, I want to go to the Telegraph. Like that's my goal of life. Like
It is everything you think it's going to be. It is.
yeah, like that's like
I have
the
no
top
in my
of
head
list.
as if like I haven't done anything.
No, when I get booked for Telegraph, so UFO first, so I can, start of the year, I was like, the Telegraph from the start of DJing was always my main goal, and for Ireland, but at the start of the year I couldn't even imagine getting in the Telegraph, because I
Yeah.
thought it was way off. So my step before that was UFO and Limelight, because it's also Shine run UFOs.
All right, okay.
Before that, I'm going to strip it back again, was Electric Playground in Thompson's.
Yep.
It was a Tuesday night, and funny enough, I actually work on their event team now, but at the start of the year that would have been like my goal to get into.
Yeah.
So because it's like the rave night at Thompson's.
Yeah.
So I got in there and I was like, oh my god, happy days.
I've made it.
I've made it. And then a few months later, then I got a message from UFO to play under Eats Everything.
Who's UFO? What's that there?
So it's a brand, but it's Shine. So Shine
Oh,
run the
it's-
Telegraph, and they run a Wednesday night in Limelight.
All right.
So it's a massive gig as well. So I got booked for that after Electric Playground. So I was like, oh my god. And then a week later, I got asked to do the Telegraph.
Brilliant.
So it kind of happened within a couple of months. It just happened, and I was like, oh my god, I've kind of hit everything I want to do here.
Well, that's brilliant. Like, you just
Yeah.
want to, as long as like you're confident in your abilities and stuff, then why not just fucking-
Yeah.
Yeah, like your name
Take what
next
you
to
can.
Ben Nicky and all that's class. Like
I'll actually tell you a funny story about my name being next to Ben Nicky. I've lost a lot of respect for him. Hope he hears this podcast.
Oh,
Am I joking?
I hope he does hear.
No,
Imagine.
because I had to
Oh,
get a
no.
separate flower made because he didn't want like warm ups on his flower.
All right,
What?
yeah.
So
No,
my wee
that's so-
3 initials KAD wasn't good enough for his flower.
that's not even nice. I wouldn't do that.
Nah.
Like that's
Some
not
people
nice.
are like that there, and they're like, why is he above me, and why is his name letters bigger than my
And once he
letters?
said mine on the flower, and I was
Yeah.
just delighted to be there. And my wee 3 initials was so tiny, and I was like, oh, my
Jeez.
first Shine poster. So my poster on my Instagram's different to his. Because
Yeah.
I seen that. That's why I was thinking, but that's
Yeah.
weird the way I didn't. That is weird. Like.
I know some artists are like that there. And I
Yeah.
think now they've just the way Planet Love went. They've just went right. We're doing it A to Z, and that's the best way.
yeah.
Because
to do it,
even
like.
I seen the Planet Love. You know your guy Dara. His name was Tiny, and I was like, oh, it's really. And then there was a whole big thing. He was raging because he was booked 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. and like it was raining that day, and apparently they only put him on like he only got 20 minutes, but then of course he did that Kill Your Idols, with Shugs, and then
after
he got him and Symmetric got the close out, like,
yeah,
so
B.O.B. would.
Dara's a good friend of mine. He's he works hard. He deserves everything coming to him.
That's
like.
good. We're trying to get him to come down on this, like, or something.
I love Dara. Is like one of my favorite
I know.
DJs. Like, I have all this stuff on my folder. We've seen this Put 'Em High and all on the radio and all. It's class. I was like, oh my god.
The scene at the minute is from Northern Ireland's absolutely amazing. Like the people
I know,
coming
absolutely.
out of it. Jeez.
I know what it is. It's
It
growing.
always has been. I suppose it might be a generational thing. Because in back, the group now, their parents were sort of been that generation. Like you had like Robbie Nelson, Gleave, and
Yeah.
Tizer and stuff. That was a really good generation. Like the start of the things. So how did you? We'll say it about how did you get KAD? Where'd that come from?
That's my initials, Carry On Danny.
And it's-
So I was like, I can't be called Carry On. Like, that's just too long of a DJ name.
Carry On.
So, and then I always get nicknamed Ka. So my boyfriend and my friends were like, DJ Ka. And I was like, no, it's like, I just didn't feel right. So I'd done my wee logo, K in the upside down A and then the D. And I was like, that's the one.
Yeah.
So
it looks good, and it looks like it sounds like a professional name. Like,
yeah. So that's all it is. But that's where it came from, just my initials.
Just because coming up with the names is hard bit, like, isn't it?
Oh my god, I know.
Yeah, I know.
You just overthink everything. Like, I'm telling you, I overthought everything. Like, I would be quite out there in my dress sense. I'm always very vibrantly like, I love just dressing a wee bit out there. And so seeing getting into the DJing, the girls who did see DJing, like Kiva and Hannah McConkey, Jenna Daly from here, they're kind of when I get in the industry who I would have looked up to. And that they were always just like black and just a t-shirt and just kind of faded in. Where I was like then even thinking, I'm not going to get booked 'cause I'm like a unicorn here behind these decks. Like, no one's going to take me serious. So I started toying with the option, should I start dressing down a bit? And then I was like, no way, I'm not changing myself.
Yeah,
I'm
I have
who
your own
I am.
identity.
If I get booked, happy days. If I don't, I'm not changing.
No, have your own identity. It was funny because Rachel
I
said,
was literally just talking about that last night before I went to bar. About dressing, like, if you're a boy, like, you could just whack on tracksuit bottoms and a t-shirt. But see, before I do any event in the bot, like, I'm like, right, what am I gonna wear? Like, everyone's looking at me and the photos, and he's a photographer and all booked for Friday night. But my go-to, I usually just put a pair of cargos on. It's usually what I wear, cargos, and I have Jordans that I always wear.
I always wear Jordan. Like, I have about a million pairs, so they're so comfy.
Yeah, they are actually really nice ones.
Jordans or Dr. Martens, I love.
Yeah.
But the more casual gigs you do, you like to be comfortable.
yeah,
So some outfits that are gorgeous and I'd love to get, but I'm like, no, because if you've ever seen any videos of me playing, I'm jumping about like a head case. I really enjoy myself. So I need to wear something comfortable. Just
definitely 100%. Like,
Yeah.
and she was saying that like last night. I was like, about what they ask and stuff. She's like, I want to ask her what does she do think about clothes, and I'm like, I wouldn't have thought of that there. So-
Yeah, no,
What
I
they
knew
were.
you'd get it though, because like it's just, I think it's a girl thing, like, but it's like before you play, you're like, right, what am I, like, I'm all to my mates, so I'm like, oh, what am I wearing? Like, I'm already thinking what I'm gonna wear tomorrow.
that's what I do. I buy a new outfit for every gig.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I do Thompson's, like I would do Thompson's like a lot of times on a Tuesday for Electric Playground, and I would just wear like a baggy t-shirt and cargos because
Yeah.
it's comfortable.
Yeah.
And I'm just in a booth where if I'm doing the Telegraph or when I've done a
it's like a-
merge, I must have ordered about 500 outfits.
Right.
Yeah, I was saying as well, I like them. Do you know that top that I had? It was like the pink one,
Oh,
and it
yeah,
said
the-
like "you're ma" or something.
Like the football tops.
I love one of those. If I was to ever get somewhere like big, I would because I used to play football. I'd
Yeah.
defo get a football top that said "rich" in the back, and then I'd get like some funny saying on it.
Yeah.
like
It's like that's because see whenever I'm DJing, I open the cupboard and just go right. That's it.
I know.
no,
Like,
I wish
literally
it was
no
that
car.
easy.
Don't care what all.
No.
So we're saying about like genres and that. So how did you get in? What did you think as what I want to start playing, or was it listening to other DJs, or was it?
No, so at the start I was kind of like, right, well, what's the kind of thing at the minute? Like, what's the whole hype at the minute? And it was kind of house music, and because I was only back from Ibiza 7 years ago. Well, now it's very techno oriented, but
Yes.
Ibiza 7 years ago was so house
Was
music.
it the sort of deep house sort of era? sort of?
Like kind of, you
Summer
kind of had
house sort of type?
yeah. So house music I've always had a love for. I still do have a love for it, and you wouldn't even think it if you look at my DJ page. It's all bloody heavy trance, techno, dance. But when I'm in my cabin, my studio out the back, I just groove away on house music. I love it.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Like I was always like energetic stuff. I always
Yeah.
like sort of energetic stuff. And what DJs did you like listening to? Then sort of.
One of my inspirations, I love Hannah Lang.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of her?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love her. I love her.
She actually, because I remember she did the bot as well, but I didn't even
For
know
me,
she
it
was.
was.
Was it?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
she was saying before we came in
Yeah.
here, but I was so shocked because I didn't know her until That Good Love went mad and then the party all the time. But I only knew her from Good Love, but now everyone knows her. And was she at Longitude or something as
She's
well?
done everything.
She does
So,
everywhere now. Like, is
I-
she? Yeah, I don't know.
I would have been. I'd have played in Scotland a lot, like, and
Yeah.
she was just one of the wee girls that like trying to break through the
Yeah.
scene. And my mate done a gig. It was like Daxie and Friends and something. She was just a wee girl, like no Daxie's
Yeah.
friends. Bring her on. Look at her now, like she's flipping smashing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I booked
fair
her for, as I said, I done events management uni, so I started my own company, Fearless Events, in my placement year. So she was my first big booking.
What was she big at the time? Was any of this before?
And this was
Good Love
before
and
the
stuff?
major breakthrough, so there was
That's a
two-
good scoop. Anyway,
Well, I'm actually good at picking the ones who's just about to make it. Yeah, I booked her in RG tracks too, a couple of months apart,
Yeah.
but a couple of months after I booked Hannah, she had Creamfields, and phew, that was her.
I know the way.
But she's still a good friend of mine now because of, she always says, like, I saw her before anyone else kind of saw her.
Well, that's good. Like, and the energy
Yeah.
tracks as well are kind of just come out of nowhere as well.
Yeah.
All these people are like flying out, and I'm like, what's happening
I
here?
know.
Yeah.
But no, I loved, so she was a big inspiration a couple of years ago for me starting out. And she wasn't even big then, but I just loved her sound. But I've always loved like Brian Kearney. I loved Gareth Emery. He was
Yeah.
loved Gareth Emery like back years ago. I always loved like MK, Sony Fedora. They were all like my house
Yeah.
inspirations.
NK
as well.
was out. Peter, you'll know, back in the 90s, he was big, and then he disappeared for a long time, and then
Yeah.
he just come back with this piano sort of sound. I think he was probably still called MK, like.
Yeah.
But I that their big chunky house sort of big piano thing, like, really come back in again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like MK as well. He's good. Like.
Yeah. So what did you nail? You just wanted to play anything then, really?
Yeah, like, yeah, basically, I've just, music's music to me, and I just love music. There's a lot of people, a lot of DJs I'm very close with now in the industry, and they like their genre, and that's all they like. So everything else they wouldn't go to. But I would go to any event for any kind of music because I just love music. So it got to the stage I was getting booked, and even because a couple of years ago there still wasn't that many girls on the scene, so I think it helped me a bit. So I was just getting booked per gig. So I've got booked for house gigs, I've got booked for old screen nights, I've got booked for trance, I've got booked for techno.
Yeah.
So I've kind of played per event, which has helped me a lot, being multi-genre.
That is really good. Like, and knowing, I think when you immerse yourself in all types of music, then you'll be able to do that there. Like, but
Yeah,
it's so
exactly.
hard keeping up to date with songs. Like,
Oh my
and
god, I know.
Jesus, I released a song, Beatport years ago, and just for a thing, here's me. I'll just try and see how many other songs there was, right? And there was like, was it 100? 150
God.
songs on a Monday.
Yeah.
And then you've got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
I
Friday,
know.
Saturday. So there's like thousands of songs being released a
I
week.
know.
How
Oh,
the hell
yeah.
you meant to keep up with it?
I know.
Oh well.
Yeah,
So-
that the way you're saying about people like coming out of nowhere, like no one in my school would have knew about Telegraph, like the go-to's, that common market, Lux.
Oh.
But they've all started going to Telegraph now, but I didn't even know Multunes, whereas now it's like, if you were to say like, oh, who's your top DJs, like I'd say Dara, Multunes and
Yeah.
Symmetric, like.
Yeah, that's all your age kind of at the
Yeah,
minute. That's
like-
like the whole vibe, the whole dancey,
Yeah.
like high energy kind of tracks, and they're unreal. They're all doing amazing.
They are like, that's the kind of stuff I actually like when she let me hear them. Like, that's the kind of stuff I like.
Yeah.
And like, I'm glad it's sort of come back in, because then I'm like, now I can enjoy it a bit better. But before, anything slower than 140, I got lost in music. Like, it
Yeah.
was just like,
Yeah.
it was always like, it was high energy when I was a kid, and then you had the rave, then you had the happy hardcore, and then the trance scene
Yeah.
kicked in, the classic trance, and then it was the Euro stuff,
Yeah.
and then I went full cheese ball into
Yeah.
Clubland, and
Yeah, I think a bit of Physic Clubland's come back a bit because of Tommy
that's it.
Multunes and
Kind of like that. And
Yeah.
I listened to one of his sets, and he
Yeah.
plays like a happy hardcore song, and then he plays a new song,
Yeah.
and then it was like something from 1996, and it's just weird. It's just like, but it's working so well for him. Like, fair
know.
play.
Yeah, like people wouldn't even have knew. Like people, it was I think it was you that told me that party all the time that Hannah made like was out before she just
Yeah,
made
but
that.
She just remixed
But
it.
I had no
made it.
clue. I
Rachel,
wouldn't
you
have
are
knew.
baby.
I know. I wouldn't have knew.
I love that. Eddie Murphy sang it.
Yeah, the original one. I heard
Yeah,
that
the
there.
original.
Like if you said to me who were I would have thought she wrote every lyric and all the lyrics
Yeah.
for it. I had no. I thought that was just her song. That was it.
No.
It's a really good.
Yeah,
Good
it's a class
sample, like, to
remix,
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And then there's the other ones like there's just I wouldn't have knew. I thought it's just that's their song and that's it.
I know. I said my daughter came in and she was like, "Have you heard this song?" And it was Finger Boys, Boom Boom Boom, and I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
"I bought that in record 20 years ago." Like, so I shouldn't have said I bought that in record. But the events management's really. What did you do then? Whenever you get into that there and sort of stuff, what was your first events?
So I applied when I was 16 when I was applying for my choices in uni to Liverpool, John Moore.
Yeah.
But my mum and daddy's very clingy, so my daddy talked me out of it. So I didn't end up going back then till I'd done law for a couple of years in Jordanstown. It was like, this is not for me, what am I
Yeah.
doing? So I went back to 23 to University of Ulster, done events management. So in our placement year was just coming out of COVID. So it wasn't a lot of options for us to do events. And we were getting the options of like hotels and receptionist and this, and I was like, no, I only solely done this to do music. So I was like, how do I get around this? I was like, I'll start my own music events.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, so I would be quite ballsy. If it doesn't scare me, I don't want to do it. I think if something like you need to
Yeah.
be frightened or you need to just take that risk. Because again, I was like, I just need to go for it myself. I don't know who to
Yeah.
ask or advice, so I just went for it.
Fair
Come up with a name, Fearless Events, and
That's a
got my
good name too. Like,
yeah, got my brand logo done, and yeah, I started doing events up my way, and just sold out the 3 of them. They were unreal nights, 300 people in each time, and then
how did you promote or what did you do? What work sort of went into it?
just social media really. Just got a good logo done and got a poster out there, and knew the bar that I picked. I was like, right, there's not a lot happening on the road. I'll put something on. It'll get everyone. My whole thing was, so if people from the road didn't have the money for the town, because town's very expensive now, I'll give them a cheaper, better night out up the road. They feel like they're in the town.
Yeah.
So I played a couple of them, and then I got a couple of local DJs in. The drink's half price. It's only £5 at the door. So all the money I made, I put it into the next one and the next one. And then just the way I am, I can never drink big enough. I was like, what's next? So I went to the bot, got a plan ready, got everything ready to go down to the manager of the bot, and I was the first girl to ever run an event in the bot actually.
Very good.
So he thought I was there to book a formal. I was like, hold on, don't be so sexist. I'm here to talk to you. I want to. So I booked Hannah. Me and her were talking for a few months, and I was like, you're the first big name I want to get over here. And talking to your promoter, even talking to the promoter, that was the thing I had to learn myself. Like, there's negotiations you have to do, and the certain way to speak in an email. I just went for it all myself,
Yeah, all
and
that formal.
because I'm good at talking, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah. That's the way to be. Like,
I know.
I'm the total opposite. Like, I just wait and somebody coming to me. I can't like go out, and it really should be like I send to her because she's like dead confident and going out, and that's the way to be.
You
Like,
have to be like that too for me. You have to. You're not getting over sitting in the corner. You have to just put yourself out there. You have to be like, I'm here. Listen to me.
you go
Yeah.
to the doggy pound. Like, I'm the wee dog sitting in the corner.
No, see, I'm the one to go over and pick you up and say, come on.
I feel sorry for her.
I know.
No, I think that's wild. Like, I just can't. I just think you can't be shy if you want to be a DJ. Like, you have to be up
I know you
bouncing.
do.
Like, my first thing I did in the bot, like, there was only literally 20 people, and every single individual was one of my friends. Like, but it was so funny because, like, I finished with like "Don't Look Back in Anger" or something. It's like, right, he was like, "This is your last song," so all the lights and all are going off, and I hit play. And they're all like, "Come on up to the," do you know the way? There's like the decks, you would probably know, and then there's like the stage part, and there's a drop. So I stood in front of the decks and stood there. I was acting as if I was in like Bell
I've done
Sonic.
that loads of times in the band.
And then
Loads of times.
I was all waving my hands and all, and my mummy came up. My mummy loves our music as well, and my mummy came up the stairs with her friend, you know, to watch me in the corner. So she came up and was like, "All right, we'll watch you." So she was watching me. Don't Look Back in Anger was blasting. But she went round and told everyone. She was like,
That's very
Rachel
adorable.
was sitting shaking everyone's hands as if she was Taylor Swift. And I was like,
God.
Mummy, no, I wasn't. Like, it wasn't. They were shaking my hand. And it was just funny because it was so. I felt like such a weird moment because even though I was DJing, it was like it also almost turned into a concert because I was sitting dancing and all waving their hands, their flashlights on. It was so funny, like.
You do. You feel like
I know.
I said you sent about your mummy. It's so funny. So when I done that in the bar as well, my first time I went round, and my sister I think was recording it and she showed my mummy. So every single gig I've done after that, and this was like at the start of the year, my mummy's like, "Did you go out to the front? Did you go out?" And I was like, "No, you can't do it every time." But I done it at a merge, and it was quite fun. Like.
I love
It's kind of like, because back in like the DJ sort of sat in the corner just behind the decks playing music, but now it's like you have to be like a performer, don't you? Like,
Because I feel I perform. Like whether I'm either on either side of the decks, I'm a header both ways. I just love. I'll knock it off the dance floor, but I'm just like, see if you look up, if I'm the other side and I look up and I'm seeing the DJ enjoying themselves, automatically you're just watching and you're enjoying yourself.
I think I said that to you, didn't I? It says like if you look like you're enjoying yourself, then everybody
Whole crowd
else
will feed off it right away.
Yeah.
Where you get some DJs and they're starting, they're just staring,
I
and I'm
hate
like,
that,
they're
like.
panicking. Like they need to like you just need to know that person providing the entertainment, they're enjoying themselves as much as you are.
Yeah, I wouldn't just like you see some DJs with their earphones on or whatever, and they just sort of stand there and like hit the buttons, whereas you need to like have your arms going and all. Like,
I'm sure it wasn't me and Peter playing chess. We look like, because we said like it looks like we're really working, you know, like.
I know you are
C4, that bishop too.
mixing every 30 seconds.
That's funny. Like that's the only thing you could do. Like we're terrible. So what sort of you're stepping up like in the? What was your first sort of big one after like after Thompson's?
It was Ben like UFO, but it was kind of still empty. I thought it was going to be better than what it was, but obviously because I was the first warm up, and then I have my friend Tommy McCoy, he was on after me. Dan eats everything, so because I was the first in, it was only my friends, and then a few people. It was only about 60 people when I was playing, but all them 60 people were right in front of me, loving life. Yeah. So I was like around David Albright, but it was just a wee warm up house set. But yeah, it was great. Like, and then my big one was the Telegraph for Ben Nicky. I thought I was just going to be playing to my friends. We got a bus rundown of like 30 people. They're all my house first drinking. And I was just like, right, it's only going to be my friends in here. And the doors opened at 10 o'clock. And by 20 past 10, there was a queue to get in the room. And the bouncers told me it's never been like that early. And I could just... Because a lot of the time, see, because I'm small, I've had to get like stand on Red Bull or have to get a wee table for me to reach properly. So when I was playing, I looked at my phone. It was 10:30, and I couldn't even see. The room was absolutely packed out, and the buzz I had, and I was really sick the 2 nights before with the flu. So I hadn't eaten a couple of days and wasn't sleeping, and I was like, oh my God, this is going to kill me doing this. But I was like, if my head's hanging off, I'll be standing there. So I was just drinking water, but if you watch my videos, you'd think I was absolutely flogged.
I've seen them actually. Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah, they were quite good.
I done one. I DJ'd up in Derry, London, Derry. It was like a gay bar, but it was a brilliant place. Like, I was a resident there for about 1.5 years, and one of the times we were going up, and I was not well. I was in the back like this here, you know, like really like Dan, and my mate was like, take this here tablet here, right? You know, it'll bring you around. And I was like, I don't know. And he's like, just do it. Here's me. But I had to, like, you know, at 4 hours DJing to do. So it took that. See, by the time I got there, I was right. I was like, you know, like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
But see, as soon as we finished and I got into the car, I was like, right down. And I had to flipping keep pulling the car over to throw up all over the place. And all the busloads of people were coming from the raves thinking that I was like, you know, blocked being sick on the side of the road. They're all going,
oh my God.
And I was like, oh, it's never again. Like,
well, the adrenaline got me through that night. My adrenaline, I never felt anything like it, because that was the biggest. For one, my dream gigs Telegraph, and then two, for the room to be like that, and everyone in that room love really be invested in what you're doing. It was the best feeling in the world. It'll still be probably my favorite gig ever. Probably.
So far,
and probably one of my like big dream gigs will be Creamfields and stuff. So, but even if I do that, I think that'll always have a place in my heart, that first one. Like.
Yeah, of course. Anytime I have DJs in and I say, what's your favourite gigs? Like, you always say, like, one sort of recently, but then you have all them ones, like, at the start that you were coming through and your first time, like, a packed crowd and everybody going mental. Like, it really, like, sort of...
I couldn't have went any better. Like, never in a million years did I think it was going to be like that. because I was on 2 sets that night. I was opening and I was closing room 2. I had Mark Blair in the middle of me, and I was big fan of Mark Blair. So about 15 minutes before I was finished, I was just dancing away, and I looked over and there he was standing there dancing. And I was like in my head, oh my god, Mark Blair's not watching me, oh shit.
He's enjoying it.
Yeah, and then he come up and hugged me and he was like, oh my god, he said, what a set. So the next day I woke up to a follow request from him on my Instagram. Then he messaged me and he's like, you were unreal, like your set. And I was like, oh my god.
And where's he from, man?
He's from here.
Is it? I haven't heard
Yeah,
from
but
him
he's
too,
massive. He's very big in the industry.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was just starstruck with him.
I feel so out of touch, like. I really
No,
do,
I need to educate you here, for God's
That's what
sake.
she is. Educates you all these
Yeah.
tunes,
Do you
like
know
she's
Mark Blair,
saying.
Rachel?
Yeah, I know him. Yeah, I was saying to him, like, because he does his live streams every Thursday night and he has all the people join him, but I've given him more, like, the
Aye,
songs that are
cool-
at the moment. And
Cool
stuff.
Yeah.
tunes now, like.
Yeah, but
Because I done a Facebook analytics, you know, on who comes on to my lives.
Yeah.
And it's like 60% is fellas over 35 years of age, you know, so it's like, I need to, like, maybe do
No, when I shared all the young girls with me.
some younger ones on, like, it's,
you
So
done Feel It though, didn't you?
Yeah, the Feel was also a dream gig of mine
yeah.
that I
Yeah.
wanted to do. So
Where did you do the start of that sort of,
I was
Yeah.
so
who
there.
else was on that one there?
That was Multunes was our Ben Nicky, Shug, Symmetric. So there was like 6 locals, so no 7, and I was 5th, so I got a really good spot. I was one before the main acts,
Really?
so it was.
Was there a good crowd and stuff there at that
Oh,
time?
yeah, it was all right, like, but there was only 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
It was 30 at the start, and then it was 20.
20-minute set.
Yeah.
It's only like
The
it's not a nice song. Is
To
it?
try and give, so I tried to mix as quick as I could to get as much
many
in.
Yeah,
So, yeah, obviously stuff's not always what it seems to be, because the Feel was always a big one that I wanted to do, and then you do it, and you're like,
not so sure.
Yeah, it looks
sure.
amazing, like, never
well,
seen it.
what
Phil.
you are if you're Shugs and all, it's
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
amazing. So a couple of years, hopefully that'll be me, and
I done one
big
one
league
time.
lineup.
I can't remember where it was, but it was like a kind of festival sort of setting thing, and somebody booked me to come down, like a 20-minute show, and but it wasn't like a dance festival. You had these young kids up singing and stuff, you know,
Oh,
like it was
sugar.
more like a Britain's Got Talent sort of type of thing, right? And so I was playing. I come on, and I started playing all like this sort of clubland rave sort of stuff, and it was mummies with their kids in the pram and all
oh
pushed in the front.
no, oh god,
Here, get me off here, Jesus! It was a nightmare.
no. I feel it was great for the whole 20 minutes, like, but I mean, I'm just getting warmed up there, and then you're off.
I know you're up, at least
But
you
I was
can
still, I was
say
so
you're on it.
grateful still to be on the lineup, because it
Yeah.
was one of my dream gigs I always wanted to get. Like all my dream gigs have hit
So far,
this
yeah.
year at the minute, so I've.
I kept saying, she was like, just my dream to do like the Telegraph, and I'm like, you know, that's only a like, you dream bigger, like you know,
Yeah.
you can like,
Yeah,
that's
I
a
always,
goal
yeah.
for now, for
Yeah,
next.
for
but
now,
then,
yeah,
you
you
know,
always want bigger, because now
Yeah.
it's like coming into a very mainstream gig to me now, which
Yeah.
is mental. I can't even believe that even saying that, but I've done it a couple of times now, and then now you're like, what's next? What's next?
Yeah.
You're just bigger and better, but
definitely you want to keep going, like.
yeah.
Yeah, I love Belsonic. I've loved Belsonic. Like I've
Oh yeah, I'd love to
for
do that
years. I who'd I see? I seen Ben Nicky. I seen him there, and Tiesto. Seen him at Belsonic, and even being down there, it's like just seeing the wee warm up DJs before the big act. It's like all the people. Like imagine doing Belsonic. Like it'd be wild.
Yeah.
Is there any dream labels you would love to be associated with, or you're not that much like yeah?
What do you mean? Like
Like a
So,
record label
like
or
Trick,
something?
do you know?
Oh, like,
Trick would be
events or
my
whatever?
dream. Trick,
Yeah.
Patrick
Patrick
Topham would be
Topham, yeah.
like one of my idols.
I only heard of him like about 6
my
months ago
God.
too.
I like him. Like I really like him. Like,
He
his
is one of
music's
my
class.
idols. See, because I'm in the events and the DJing, that's
Yeah.
him. Like has Trick and he's Patrick Topham. Like
That's Hannah Lang's with him and and Energy Tracks.
yeah,
it.
that's like my dream label to be signed with. Like
I've only like said like they've come out of like, and it was Jamie that said to me Patrick Topham. I was like, who? And he was like,
No.
you don't know Patrick Topham. Here's me, no. Here he goes, go on to his SoundCloud. So when I went on, and then I was like, you know, it's kind of like housey stuff, but then he's pumping stuff like at the after,
Yeah.
and then like it's all the music sort of starting to come together now
Yeah.
into this sort of.
where I prefer his sets sometimes more than the tunes that he makes.
Yeah.
Like his set, I just love. I would go anywhere to see him. I'm actually going to Tenerife for a Trick festival
Yeah.
in 2 weeks here. But and
That's actually close. I forgot to say I'm going to beat in 2 weeks a day. So
Amazing.
maybe see you in the airport.
Oh.
I'm going to that Joe Cafe Mambo.
yeah.
I'm going there. We've booked that for the Thursday. So, But that music, as you were saying, is kind of like chilled house type music.
I'd
but
love to play mambo.
Yeah.
It'd be one of my dreams. See that wee window? Oh, just stand
Yeah,
there.
I can't wait. Like I'm
One of my
I'm
dreams.
I was over DJing the beef a couple of years ago, like, but
Amazing.
first time went down to Mambo, I had this picture of a big club or something in my head, and I was like, "Is this it?
It's your wee window at the
yeah.
Like a wee corner shop or something?"
I love it. I first saw Dimitri Vegas and like Mick in there, and
Yeah.
I was massive fans of them years ago. I loved like medium,
Yeah.
like main stage dance music. That's what I used to love. So that's who I saw in the window, and I was like, I remember my sister having to be like, "Will you calm down?" Because I was like, "They're just right there,
I
like
know,
they're
it's
there."
weird, like.
Yeah, because it is just a wee.
Uh,
But then we had to go home because I had the feel. Me and my sister in Ibiza a few months ago there, and I got the gig in the field, so we had to come home a day early. But I was with Ben Hemsley and Ewan McVicker and Hannah Lang and everything. So
Oh, he does that race me, doesn't he?
yeah,
Yeah.
she's
Yeah, I quite like that tune.
introduced
Like.
me to it. I'd never heard of Miller, and she can
is
use
that all you
tunes
know?
and-
But Ben Hemsley is
He's
massive.
really good. Like
Where's he from?
He is from Newcastle.
Our Newcastle or there?
No, England upon
England,
Tyne.
Newcastle.
Yeah.
Newcastle, our best team. I've told this best
Yeah.
football team. He's a United fan, so
Oh, it's tough game last
They're all
night.
the massive names at the minute. Ben Hemsley, Hannah Lang, Paddy Toppin, Multunes is getting massive.
Yeah.
They would all. So they, but everyone's
Dara,
saying with track.
Suggs,
Yeah.
Symmetric.
yeah, all them guys. I would say, yeah, that's what everyone goes on about. Like so,
I know, it's amazing.
David Rust and stuff. Him as well. He's quite good.
He stuck to his sort of, well, I don't really know, like, but he was always like the reverse bass kind of sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think Shugsy and Billy Gillies and stuff have moved to the offbeat sort of thing.
love Billy
but
Gillies
He
too.
sort
Oh,
of
yeah.
stuck. Has he stayed to the sort of reverse
Yeah,
bass,
he's
harder
kept
dance?
the he's
that's
kept the genre
Where's Billy Gillies from?
here.
Here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Everyone does know us. He's from here.
He's from here. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. People actually asked me that, like, where like such and such from, and I don't know. Like people thought, where's Ben Nicky from?
He was from
England,
England.
but he
England.
lives here at the minute.
Yeah, people keep saying like, oh, I thought he lived here, and they think, but like I know Shugs is from here and all.
Shug, Symmetric, Dara, Billy Gillies, all from here.
I
They're all
know.
I didn't know Billy Gillies was here. though.
Multunes is from
He's from here too, but is he?
Fermanagh or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah,
there.
yeah.
And then
Oh.
Schneider as well, I found out, is from Bangor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then Tyler. Oh yeah, Tyler Jack. I forgot
Yeah.
to mention him.
Yeah.
He walked past. I walked past him at Helen's Bay. Do you remember I was telling
Yeah.
you? The other week, because I sent him my mix across. No, I sent you the mix. I was messaging him, and then I walked past him at the beach, but I was like, I don't know how to approach him, so I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see him because he was with his mate. I didn't want to like be like, yo, I sent you my mix.
No, I know Tyler. He's nice wee boy.
I've known him from when he was a wee kid. Like,
Yeah,
and
he's
he
nice,
lives next
wee
door to
lad.
my sister too.
He's nice.
Fair play to him. Like, he's done really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably one of the first. He's probably one of the first DJs I ever. He done that elk, but he was really, really young, and I think from seeing that, like he was definitely one of the people I was like, I want to be like that because I've seen him.
I had to drive
So-
past the Elk every Saturday on my way home from that Londonderry one I
Yeah.
done. And you had to slow down coming down there because there was always people lying in the middle of the
Oh
road.
my God,
Just
no
like
way.
lying. I don't know if they were drunk or they were
Actually,
fighting.
I
or-
thought that was
like,
all
lying,
really kids, young kids.
lying in the middle of the road. So you had to slow way down and the peelers were always there and
Yeah.
you were like doing that there to get home. Like, I've done there a couple of times too. Like, is it still going, the Elk?
No, I don't think so.
I think shut down or something. I think.
I think
know.
they get done for something, didn't they? Well, don't want to start rumours.
Rumors starting here.
I've got to say, so did you go into marketing to help you with your DJing then?
So marketing was a part of the module, but
Like
Your events
running your
management.
events,
Events,
yeah, all
so-
that. Like, did you do all that to help your DJing, or did you just do it to do it?
no. So I actually was in my degree before I started DJing.
Oh right, okay,
But
yeah.
I just knew one way or another I was going to be in that industry. And I always had in my head I want to do both because people's like, you can't do both, you have to do it. And I'm like, I can do both. You can, you
Yeah.
1,000,000% can do both. And I didn't know any female promoters. So every single time, because I worked in so many nightclubs, I always had male bosses. So I always had this thing. I was like, why can't I do it? Why did I not see no girls doing
Yeah.
it? So I wanted to go for it. And then, but when I started DJing, I was like, right, okay, I can tap into both here because I knew, because I had no connections, I was like, when I start booking acts, I'm going to start to meet these promoters. I'm going to start to meet different agents. These DJs are going to know who I am. So I knew it was going to help with both.
That's the best way. Like, you're just getting out and meeting people and sort
That's
of.
it. I knew it was, no one's going to take you by the hand and do
Yeah.
it. So I was like, right, I'm gonna need to get stuck in.
And do you like the promoting sort of?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love both
I
sides
hated
of it.
it. Like me and Peter again. Like we were disasters. Like when we would have spent 3 months trying to promote somewhere, and the only money we would have made was the money that took to put the thing on.
Yeah,
We were,
I know.
sitting nosebleeds and all, and going, like trying to put
I
flyers.
know
up.
it's hard. It is so hard, and I think like, see when people saw me doing it too. Some of the DJs who I booked started doing it as well, and I was like, "Trust me, don't understand. It's not a
Yeah.
walk in the park. This is hard."
It really is. And one gig you're probably up like loads of money, but the
Yeah,
next
and
gig you might
you're
be down
lost,
loads of money. So
100%.
you just don't know. You literally don't know. And you can like somebody said to me like, I'm going to put this on in like Scotland, and like come over, and I'm like, Andy, do you think you can? I don't want to,
I
you
know,
probably
I know.
watch this, Andy. Like I did say to you, like it's not easy because you can't think that you're going to make the money. You have
yeah,
to
you-
have the money to put in.
Yeah, you do not do
And
it for the
think
money.
think that you're going to lose, because if it goes tits up, then
Yeah.
you're stuck with all these bills.
Oh, 100%.
So you have to have the money before you
Yeah.
and then if you get the money, then
Yeah, we're
you can put it in.
yeah, like anything, you have to love it. And if I'm all in or I'm all out, I will not do something that I don't love, which is why I've had a million jobs. Like I'm one of them people. I just see I'm not happy one day, I'm gone. I don't care about it. I'm like, you always get another job. So with DJing and with events, they would be 100% my passion.
Do you do any day work then? Or
Yeah, so I'm actually trade marketing assistant manager for Be Perfect, the makeup brand.
Oh, that all makes so much sense because I was saying that we seen you did the shard or something.
Yeah.
And with NACN because I watched their episodes. Me and
Yeah.
my mum watched all the episodes. But wait, I seen on your Instagram you were DJing in there, and I was like, that's class. Like,
So I always done Be Perfect's parties before I
what's
only
that, makeup brand then?
yeah, it's one of the makeup brands, one of the biggest makeup brands in the whole of Ireland and
And
the
you're
North.
what are you in it then?
Trade marketing assistant manager.
Brilliant.
I had no
Yeah.
clue because I watched the thing. They have a store in Ibiza and all, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're gonna go to it and all. Like,
So I always
Yeah.
done their events DJing before I started working for Brendan.
So are you in London or something then?
Yeah, I DJ in the Shard for Akinsu, the one in Love
That's
Island.
right. She said to me she was DJing the shower, and I was like, the shower?
The Shard.
I was like, shower, like
No,
in
the
the
Shard. Have
bathroom.
you never heard of the Shard?
No, I'd never heard of it.
I said this time, I was like, how do you not know the
It's
shard?
the tallest building in London, and it's
Is
the
it
most fancy hotel in London.
The
like-
one like it's like a cone.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
a big glass building. It's
Aye.
huge.
Yeah,
I
I've
never
been
knew
in
what it
that.
was
So-
called, the shard. Like, so what was? Did you meet Akinsu and stuff?
Yeah, I've met her a couple of times
Yeah.
because I
Is
work
she
for the
nice
brand.
then? Yeah. Yeah, no, I am.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll leave it there.
Well, no, I've been in the shard twice. Me and my mummy and stuff went over December 21 and 22. Not going this year because we're away to Spain in 2 weeks, but I
So
love
you've
the
said.
shard. I know.
Yeah, it's
Buzzing. I
gorgeous.
keep going on about going to Spain. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to that Pacha as well.
Yeah, Pasha's amazing.
I don't know how to pronounce this guy's second name. His name's Robin. It begins with an S.
Sanchez.
No, it's not even. It's he does that Miss You, Prayer and Sea, that song. I can't pronounce his second name. It's Robin something.
No
I
idea.
can't even think.
I can't
either.
I'm gonna embarrass myself if I say his second name. Yeah. That's
Robin-
it.
Robin Schultz.
or something. He does that Prayer and Sea, Miss You, and then all these he's quite good, but he's Patchett's closing party. The Thursday we're going, so I think we're gonna go to that. But it's like 12 p.m. to 6 a.m. or something.
Yeah,
Aye,
it is.
I'd be in bed.
throughout the night. But
Yeah, I saw Solomon there when I was there. It was good.
I never knew him here, but I see on Facebook. No, it's always a sponsored thing for Beatport or something, and he's on. People are like always making fun because he's like dead,
Big slow, like a big daddy DJ.
Yeah, I think it's so. He looks so cool. I think.
I do. He's just chilled. Just,
Yeah, he's
yeah.
so cool guy. Like so I'm trying to think like where we are, like sort
Oh,
of.
talking about my day
keep-
job. That's
yeah.
what I mean. Why the producing, I've had to cut a lot of things out because so at the minute I'm working Monday to Friday. We have afternoon or after work events all over the country for Be Perfect. So I'm at them, and then a Tuesday night I'm on the Electric Playground events team. So I'm in Thompson's every Tuesday. The weekend I have my own gigs. So my life be chaotic. So
flat out.
yeah,
That is.
That's brilliant. Like you're
Even
just
I
like
think
out there.
I should say to him that I'm flat out. It's nothing compared to you. I think I'm
No.
flat out half the time. But that's just
But I
good
just
work.
think you have to make you have to
Aye,
make it happen. Yeah.
definitely. I had Neil McClelland in here, like
Oh,
from-
he's lovely. I've met Neil a few times.
yeah, and he was saying the same. He does so much stuff, like you know, just every minute of his time is like spent like doing something to
Yeah,
make
it's
him
me.
make his thing better. Like, and I'm getting tired listening to it. Like, and I just
I
go,
know.
it just sounds so much.
Probably
No,
better that way. Like, I always like to be doing something though. Like, I couldn't sit around doing nothing. So
Yeah.
me, I have to be up. I have to just be doing something. Like, so one thing's not enough. Like, I couldn't just ever have one job. Never.
So what would you like the most, Len, or whatever?
Like full time.
Like, what are you enjoying the most, DJing or the events or
DJing.
production or
DJing.
yeah?
Production is again, it's hard. It's hard. It's one of them things. You need to be sitting hours every night, like at least a couple of hours every night, which I don't have, which is frustrating me. Because when I do go on to it, and my attention, it doesn't help me. I have a really bad attention span. I have attention span like a goldfish. You have to get me at the right time, or I'm lost. So, see, sitting there at your laptop and like after
Oh,
like
it is.
10 minutes, I'm
It's
like,
so
oh my
hard,
god,
like,
it's-
I've been doing it 15, 20 years or
my
something like that
God,
there, and you
yeah.
still feel like it, you don't know much.
yeah,
It's one of those things that you're never going to learn at all, and
Yeah.
you can just do what you can do.
yeah. So
And host, when did you think you were? Did people telling you that you needed to learn production, or did
no,
you
I
just
always
think-
wanted to have my own music guy from the start of DJing.
Did you think before, like before DJs, what did you think a DJ was? Because I think a lot of people now, like you get DJs making their own tunes.
Yeah.
So when they think I want to be a DJ, like the two decks, they think they're making the tunes on the decks.
Oh
or
my god,
something
no!
like.
I knew that wasn't the case. I just knew they were mixing music.
Yeah, they're doing one
Yeah.
of that. But some people do think that like they're coming up, and there is sort of like DJs that can do. Have you seen them online? And you know they're doing all these mad things like
Yeah.
loops and stuff, and sort of creating something there. But like that, there's probably about 3 hours of work, and they've put into like 5
Exactly.
minutes.
I know. No,
Oh,
I
that's
just
so
always loved the art of it. Like music, like there's no religion to music. There's no sexuality to music. There's no nothing. Like it just brings everyone together. And when you're in a festival, when you're in a concert, you don't think about nothing else but that stage you're looking at. So to me, at DJing was always an art. No matter how much people's in this room, then you have them people watching and listening to what you're doing. Which it's the bit that always amazed me.
Yeah, and everybody comes in here says the same about music, how much it brings people together, like, and
Yeah, I just love it.
it is like you sort of like hypnotize the DJ hypnotizes the crowd and the sort
Yeah.
of like just being all like one sort of big organism sort of.
Yeah, it's just class.
It is like
Yeah, like even last night when I was sitting before I went on, they were all like, it was just like Katy Perry music, like, but they were still screaming the songs. And I remember when out and they were all like, they were even like starting their own chants in the middle of each song and each break. And I went onto the stage and Darren turned around and was like, right, you need to keep this energy going. And it's just like, oh, the pressure.
I know.
Pressure's on, but
so when they were
fuck it
doing
is.
what were they saying? Because I think I've seen the video. They're going, oh,
And they kept going like, oh, here we go or something.
oh, here we.
Here
Yeah, they kept doing that, but it was like he shot off his confetti cannon or whatever for the photos, and all the confetti went up, and he's like, right, you need to keep this energy because there's nothing worse than going out and killing it. But they all sang the whole night, like, and then he actually does this thing. This is like top secret, and so hopefully no one's going to the bots watching this. But at the end of the night, he was like, right, you're gonna play your last song, and you're just gonna pretend to finish, and then you're gonna make them say one more tune. So I put like a song on or something. I think I finished with something. Can't even remember what it was, and brought it down, echoed it out, whatever. And then he flicked the lights on, and then they were all like, "Oh!" And then it went quiet, and then the wee girls at the back started going one more tune, and then but I already had the next tune set up, but it was just a bit of a joke.
Yeah.
And then I hit play, and then they all went mad again. But it was
Yeah.
funny, like, because just
Did you have a microphone or anything, or
No, I've never actually.
You don't get a mic now.
no?
I've never done anything with it. I would as well. Like, I actually have the confidence to be, I'd be all like, yeah, in the mic, but like, I actually have
cool.
never been given
Do
a
you
mic.
do you like microphone?
No, I've never had a mic either, but I don't think anyone fancy hearing my accent over their microphone. That's why I wouldn't like.
It's all right for like if somebody's going here way, you can sort of say
Yeah.
let me hear you, and then you can bring
I
it down.
know.
And
Well, you don't
when
get
they're
like a
saying it.
microphone now.
But like I sort of just keep it all. Oh, it's uncool. Like I hit the MCs. Do you ever hear the ones, especially the ones in England?
That's what I mean. I think I could carry away if I had a microphone. That would end up being me.
And then you get the drug people coming up and going, "Let me hear you."
Yeah. No. No
Oh
mics.
gosh, I know.
screaming on the
Keep the
microphone.
mics away.
I always turn it off on them, and then they're
It's
screaming.
like, Dad, it's broke.
I know it's broken. So people
Yeah.
screaming on the mic. Oh, it's awful.
So what's your plans then from now or whatever?
So, yeah, I'm gonna go heavy into the production here. I want to have a couple of new tunes out for next year.
Have anybody helping you sort of?
I've
like,
done
giving you
one
tips
lesson
and
with
stuff?
Shugs actually. Yeah, because I've taught myself and I'm like, I'm in a rut.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I can't get any further here. I don't know where. And see me trying to sit and watch a video. It's hectic.
Aye. There is lots of tutorials, but it is sort of time consuming.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you still need to sort of know a bit about what
Yeah.
what it is, like, you know.
So when I have my own songs, a few songs out next year, I want to play in Ibiza next year.
Yeah, because class, like
yeah.
the whole scene and that's why I'm buzzing to go because it's just music is everything.
Have you been before?
No, it's my first time going. I've never ever been. So
I know you're too young.
I
Was
know.
your first time then just 7 years ago? Was that
Yeah,
your
I was
first
20.
time?
It was my first ever girls' holiday I was allowed to go on. Again, mummy and daddy strict. So allowed to
Yeah.
go to Ibiza. Me and my sister went with all our friends and
Brilliant.
yeah.
I'd
No,
have
my
loved-
mum's coming. Like I'm not going with mates yet.
Oh.
Just me and my mummy.
I'd have loved to have went in like 99,
Me
2000
too. Oh
and
my
seen
god. Me
what it was
too.
like.
No phones.
Uh-huh.
Proper music on. Just everyone's just in the zone.
Go
I
and
would
love
love that. Yeah.
Look, that's Kevin and Parry sort of thing.
Yeah.
That was my era, like, you know, and I just, just got lost after
Yeah.
I grew up, I suppose. Like, and even in '94, like, I listened to Paul Oakenfold's Goa mix in Ibiza then, and that was all brand new then because, like, it was only going, I think it was 89, 90 was the first time that music they came back from Ibiza, so it was just brand new. Nobody knew what was what, and they were
Yeah.
just coming up with all this sort of stuff. It was fresh and new. It's good Shugs helping you then with this thing, like, that's the
Yeah.
one guy to help you with.
I know.
What kind of music do you want to make?
That was his question too. So obviously I love the energetic. I love like the bit of the harder stuff, but I like to make radio music too because I think that makes you like really out there if you can produce music that's going to be played on the radio.
Yeah, crossover stuff.
Yeah, so I would like a wee bit of everything. Again, I'm not a person who can make my mind up. So I love techno, I love trance, but at the minute, I think I would like to just remix a few dance tunes.
Yeah.
Get a few old school lyrics in and just put my own twist on it. That's what I'm aiming for at the minute. But further down the line when I'm getting better at it, I would like a good few radio
Yeah.
tunes out and some house music and stuff.
That's the best thing to do, like sort of remix
At
your
the start,
songs
it's
that
good
you
to
like
get you out there, so it
and
is.
get used to it and get your name out there and sort of stuff. Like, I just give up.
Never give up, people.
I just can't be bothered. Like, I make music and I put it down, but it's like, and it's the worst thing I should say in camera, but I just do it to make money, and that's it.
No, of course. Like, it helps,
I
obviously.
have no interest. And see, people ask me to DJ, and like, I come up with a million different excuses not to do
Yeah,
it. Just
yeah.
No, I do anything for free. Like, well, obviously, of course, I can say this because I'm 17. But like, people ask me when I have done about 4 or 5, 6 gigs in Planet Inn now, and people are like, the main question: are you getting paid? You getting paid? But like, I would do it for free because it's just the experience. Like, see, having the music that loud, people, the lights, the smoke. Like, it's just a whole other like. From that to being in like your living room,
I
like it's
know.
so different. Like,
But I
would do it
hate
for
the
free.
people feel like they can ask you that.
yeah.
Yeah.
How much do you get paid? I'm like, what's your salary? It's
know.
exactly the same question, but it's because DJ fees is abnormal to what a normal paying thing is.
And
but
everybody treats it as a hobby, and
yeah,
then so
I
you sort
just
of like,
hate it though. Every person's asked me, I'm like, what do you make? And they're like, well, I'm only asking. I'm like, I'm only asking too. So you tell me.
Yeah.
they don't understand like that. It's like your passion. Like, you don't really care about
Exactly.
the money. Like, I would have walked to Africa with my record bag, you know, if it
Absolutely.
meant doing a DJ gig. Then
I know, me
know,
too. At the start, you play. You,
passion was like just I would DJ anywhere, anytime, like, and I didn't care about money or anything like that.
no,
there.
you don't. Like even now, I still don't.
Yeah.
I just these bigger and better gigs. That's what you aim for. You don't care if I hadn't. Thankfully, I had to do them for free. But even if I did, I would take them anyway.
Yeah, and I shouldn't say you're doing them for free because people will be like,
I still won't if anyone's picking me. That was a couple of years ago.
I see. It's good to get some like, money, like, because it means you're being appreciated for your work as well,
Exactly,
isn't it?
and all the money goes back into the craft anyway.
I know, it's
like
me,
for me,
yeah.
buying my decks, and then I bought Ableton, and then you're buying your songs, and then you sometimes need new headphones, you sometimes need new USBs. Like your money's always going back into you.
I know, there's so much
So-
equipment to keep up with. Like,
Exactly, it's not just you're piling your money up, saving it. No, and especially us being girls, wait till you buy new outfits, you need new
Yeah.
shoes.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
I
like-
said that. Like I'm sitting saying, right, I need to put a whole holiday order in for. So all the money I did get paid for the bot is going straight to
holiday.
like a Shein order.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what's up.
So
oh, something to say there. I forgot. What? Oh, is that thanks?
oh yeah, you probably don't even know
I
what
thought that
Shein
was
is.
just like a slang term for like
No,
money.
it's a
That's it.
website. It's
Is
a
it true?
clothing website.
It's not even that. It's just something you get basic like bikinis and all on it.
Oh, that's right.
Just holiday clothes. I don't really shop. I like ASOS as well.
A state of Trump. No,
Just
I'd
for
say
feature.
that.
Yeah, just for
In case you need to know.
But yeah.
So, what DJs do you like at the minute? Like, other than Hannah Lang, I can just.
See, when I love sets more than sometimes actual DJs. Like I love DJ Daddy Trance. Do you ever hear of him? Martin Hoffman.
Is that guy
that's
she
that,
let me
it's that
hear?
time.
I love him, right?
Where did he come from? Is he European or something?
Yeah. And then I love Test Press. Who else? I love watching a lot of Boiler Room sets. So
Yeah.
do you ever see Horse Girl?
Yeah,
I
I've
love
seen that.
her. And
I
then
showed her. She was like, "What's a boiler room?" We see, what do you see? Like, and just like people breathing down your neck, like
I
just.
die.
I
Imagine
love
someone
that.
slammed into the deck. So
I
like,
know.
or
I
put
think
their
you always
hand on
wonder
the-
how nobody. Because anytime somebody's near me when I'm DJing, they're always.
Yeah. I know.
or hit
But
the
anyone
button.
who goes to them knows you're going to watch the DJ, so you nearly to have the respect for what they're
Yeah.
going to say.
Yeah.
So
Would you
yeah,
like to do a boiler room then? Yeah.
Oh, be one of the main goals, like a Boiler Room set. Yeah, unreal. I love Peggy Goo. Do you ever hear Peggy Goo?
No.
She does that
Peggy,
Nana song.
Peggy Sue.
No, Peggy Goo. I love Sally C.
Is that a na 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 na?
Yeah. So
Right.
I love a lot of DJs from here too. Like, I'm Not Your Mate. He's so good. Or Yasmin Garcia from down south.
Is there somebody called I'm Not Your Mate?
That's his DJ name.
No way.
Yeah.
I don't actually know him.
Oh, I could ramble on about DJs. I have loads of favourites, loads of different inspos, and a lot of them are all from different genres as well.
Yeah, that's good to
Yeah.
be like
But probably
know it all.
yeah, I do. I love to watch like sets. Staying up to date sometimes be a bit hectic, you know, especially DJing in clubs. See, when I'm doing like big sets in the Telegraph or when I've done Emerge and stuff, you can just kind of play high energy what you like to play. But when you're in Thompson's, it's a wee bit more challenging because you have to keep up to date. So I watch a lot on SoundCloud, watch out for stuff that's kind of weekly, monthly posted.
So you like know the DJs that you like their music, and then you see what new stuff they've put up.
Yeah, not even just them. If SoundCloud will tell you the newest of the new, because at the minute a lot of the like younger generation, like Rachel's, all love the SoundCloud DJs and not kind of like mainstream. So the SoundCloud DJs, you've got like Casio, Dara's one of them, Chemic, like they are all the upcoming SoundCloud, and they're the whole thing at the minute. So I keep an eye out on SoundCloud a lot, and Beatport, I would always get my tunes off. But where else?
Just getting on and looking to see
That's
what's
kind
new.
of yeah. You kind of have to spend a lot of time seeing what's new, and then
It's so much work, isn't it? Like, and you're
oh, that's
just
what people don't understand. People thinking you're coming on playing a couple of hours. And
pushing
you're,
buttons.
yeah, like
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
the
the
usual
case.
thing that people say.
Like before my Emerge set, so I had to get 2 different sets ready because I was closing the Emerge and Talent stage, and then I was closing Telegraph that night. So I had to get 2 completely different sets.
So one was sort of a warm up and one was like banging
No, they were
peak
both
stuff.
they were both closing sets, so they were both heavy. But
Oh.
I wanted one like dance, trance, techno. But I was closing the Telegraph with Reboot, the ones I was
so
telling you.
did you close the main room as well then?
So it was the emerging talent stage. So it was
Right.
like the 6 of the most like emerging talent coming out of Ireland in the north. So I can't believe I got asked to close it. Like
Very good.
so there were 2 completely different sets, but the festival one was stressed me out big time. That's what no one says. It took me.
Yeah.
That was annoying. Like trying to get. Because I'm overthinking, taking songs out. That's not good enough. Nah, it's not going to be worthy. Like
How do you sort of order your USB? What sort of
I never ever practice the set first.
yeah?
Never. I will put if it's on our set, it'll be 45 tunes. I will put 70 in there, and I know as much as the crowd's going to know because I like just mixing live
Just
and
seeing what comes to
feeding
your
off the
mind.
crowd. Yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah.
I'll never practice a set because I feel, I don't know, but people probably are like this and some people aren't, but if I was giving advice to you, Rachel, I would never have 40 songs and that's your songs, because see if the crowd's not liking it, you will panic standing there.
Yeah.
And then you
And
just
you'll
have to
not-
plow through. 'Cause
Yeah,
you're-
so
you can't
if,
veer away.
if you have a load just prepared, then you can play what you want.
I sort of have like if I'm doing an hour, I would pick like 15 tunes with preferred set. But then I have a folder of like backups of about 20 or 30 tunes of if it's going crap, then I can drop down to this sort of
Yeah.
stuff. But if it's going really well, I have another folder of going like banging stuff, so I
Yeah.
can drop down and play that there sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing worse than like going USB and go, what will I play? And then, you know,
I know,
through
scrolling
thousands of
through, like,
songs, and
I
go,
know.
what the hell am I doing?
I know.
Do you have different folders in your USB then?
Yeah, I have loads of folders just from obviously all the different gigs. I have,
Are they genre related, or do you just go, this is what I played in that
they're
gig?
set related just actually. So I have a lot of them that'll start from the ground up, warm up, right up. A lot of them are like that, and then I'll have like do like a middle set gig, or would be housey and do a wee bit of dance music, and then most of them, because of a lot of the times at the minute I'm closing or I'm on bigger gigs, so a lot of them are the heavy stuff.
Very good. What about your social medias? How do you work your social medias?
Social media, I'm getting well into it now, thankfully, but I think that takes, at the start I was shy with it, and I'm not shy at all in person, but you always had it in the back of your head being like, people's gonna laugh,
Yeah,
and people's gonna
judging you.
screenshot my stuff, going, what's she at? Like, I was always in my head, and I was like, I can't put a video up me reaching, people's gonna say this and that, and then I was like, do you know what, they're all gonna be talking when I'm doing well, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
you just need, that's another bit of advice, like, you just do it, because people can talk now, but they're not gonna be talking when you're standing in front of these big crowds. They're gonna
Yeah.
be saying, oh, she's class.
Uh,
So
get his tickets or get his
yeah,
guest list.
that's what I've got at. So,
Yeah.
like, thankfully, people always say, like, in Belfast, like, you don't, no one likes to see you doing well. Like, I haven't had that. Everyone has been so supportive. I've had massive support, which
That's
is
good. People like to, well, Northern Ireland, I think we always like back people up and stuff.
yeah,
Like another, like UK, it usually is people love to get you there, and then
Yeah.
they love bringing you down.
I
So,
know. But I've had a lot of had a lot of support of when it
that's
comes to
good.
everyone.
There's a
which
great
is
scene
good.
there, like all of you guys, and like in Darren, Shugs, and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Like you all seem to be really close and all.
No, everyone's lovely. Like, I've
Yeah.
had
And
no.
that's the best way. If everybody's helping each other, then it
Yeah.
lifts the scene rather than like backstabbing. You know, like if he's doing this, then I'm not doing it, so I have to do it, so he can't do it.
I
and,
know, I
like,
know.
It's like more. So do you just focus on Instagram then, or have you
Instagram, and then I'm in TikTok at the minute too, 'cause TikTok's massive.
not
So-
Facebook? No.
No, not real life.
Facebook.
Facebook's just dead.
I was on
It is.
all my stuff, so I've spent years building up my Facebook, and then she's like, nobody uses Facebook
No,
more.
TikTok and Instagram would be my main ones.
Yeah, Instagram I use, I'd say, like,
Yeah, it's good.
Instagram, definitely.
Bebo.
No more Bebo days.
I don't
No.
even know what that is.
Oh my god, that was like before Facebook. It was Bebo.
Yeah, I don't know
MSN,
what it is.
no.
Share the love.
I do.
What did you call the other one? MySpace.
Yeah.
No, Facebook's just like, because I'd post photos or like, you know, like advertisements or something, and Facebook's more like my family. Like you get all
Yeah.
my aunties and granny, and then Instagram's more so like people.
So I think Facebook's more like my age group, and then Instagram's probably like your sort of age group, and then TikTok's like all the
For
kids.
everyone, tickets for everyone,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Just oh my god, all the kids like are loving it, and
I
like,
know.
my kids like are just TikTok, and I'm on as well. I'm on TikTok.
TikTok's a great way to find new music as well. Because you
That's
see
what I'm
what's
trying to do,
trending.
like, because I'm trying to, if you make a song, like just pick the best 15 seconds
You
knowing
put
the
it
drop,
up, yeah.
and then hopefully that there goes
Oh, it
sort
does.
of viral. Like,
It does. It'll build a momentum
like that
for you.
Loving You that Billy Gillies done, like went massive, even
Massive.
before it came out.
I know, that's it.
Oh, yeah,
Just
DNA.
content.
Just because of that,
yeah.
there
Yeah.
that wee thing
That
he
wee
done.
clip.
Brilliant. So anything else that you wanna say about coming or what coming up or we've missed?
Yeah, have you any like gigs or anything coming up?
I do indeed. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it yet because it's not out there. Sure.
No, don't worry about it. You're not there.
Oh no. Has it not been announced then?
No, but it's gonna be announced soon. It's just
Don't worry about it.
Oh no, keep it a surprise then.
yeah.
We'll
But
wait
they're
and
just
see.
they're telegraph gigs. So, but I'm big for St Patrick's Day already, which is good.
Where's
Yeah.
that there?
No, I can say what those are for. I'm big for Halloween.
Oh, right.
And when you'll see here it's under, it's like a 360 moment for me.
Right. I have
So
a bit of an idea.
I'm booked for Halloween and I'm booked for St Patrick's Day as well.
Where's that there?
Telegraph as well.
All right. So Shine, are they still the new union? Is there
Mandela.
anything in there?
No, so they moved from Mandela to the Telegraph.
All right. Okay.
So in the whole Ireland, the south and the north, the Telegraph would be the best venue to get into. That's why it's kind of becoming like a regular thing for me, which blows my mind because
And is it like was it like an empty sort of warehouse?
yeah.
And they've just put speakers and lights up and
And
that's
it's
it?
a bit because even massive DJs from everywhere else want to play Telegraph. It's like when you it's in Manchester, you've got the Warehouse Project. Then in London, it used to be Printworks. So in Belfast, it's Telegraph. You have it. So for me to keep playing there, it's mad. Like
Brilliant. I never knew that there was such a big sort of.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, it's massive.
And they're not in the Students' Union then? at all?
No, I used to love Mandela. That's where I first started going to Shane. But no, that sure it's I got knocked down and rebuilt now as an actual students' union. It's no.
I thought maybe did they not put like some new bits in there?
No, they weren't allowed to have a raves in there anymore. So it's Telegraph.
Jeez, I liked in there too. It was quite good.
But yeah, just good for the next while. I want to just keep building my fan base and keep getting
No, that's it.
better gigs and then producing.
Stay away from Facebook and
Yeah, yeah, don't.
You
yeah.
need your Instagram is yours more personal one, isn't it? And then
I don't even know how to work it. Like
because your
that's,
Facebook's like your actual DJ name though, like your Facebook's like your.
I have like a Facebook, like my personal one. Then you have your page.
Where I like to have them. That's why on my Instagram I have 2 different Instagrams.
Right, one's
I
for
have
family
Carry
and-
On Danny and then I have my KAD music because just I like to keep them 2 separate. On my
Yeah.
music page I just like it. If you click on it, you'll just click on what you like. You see all my DJ videos or more of my
Yeah.
gigs. On my personal, you see everything else. So I just
Yeah.
like to keep the 2 separated.
That's I try to do that there, man. Anything musically, it just goes on my like Nova Scotia one, and but the other one's like just all. I talk rubbish and put stupid things.
So yeah, I
up,
put
like,
off
yeah.
photos of it. I'm here, there, and everywhere. So Rachel, as a promoter, when a promoter can see your like, if you have a separate Instagram,
Yeah.
they're looking to see what you do. Like if you put all this under your one Instagram, that could be like,
Oh yeah,
So if-
see, because I need to do that. Like I have a separate Facebook page, but I don't have a separate Instagram.
I would make a separate Instagram. It just
So-
helps for getting future gigs if people want to know.
What's your Instagram called? It's called?
It's RAC_HH, but it's like, but that I have 2,000 followers on that, so it's like I have loads of followers and stuff, but I haven't really.
Can you
considered
change
it.
your name then on Instagram?
Yeah.
So if you change your name
I
to
could just, I suppose,
And
could
then-
just turn it into.
delete all that stuff off, can you? And then
Yeah.
just keep all your music stuff
Yeah,
on it.
yeah.
And then create another one for your.
I think I'm gonna start posting more music stuff. I only have one post up with like professional music photos, and then I have a highlight, and then in the highlight it's like all the ticket links and SoundCloud links and
That's good.
stuff
Yeah.
like that. So if you click that highlight, everything comes up. Like
I have no idea. I'd get her to show me how to work Instagram.
Yeah. No,
highlights
Instagram's
are
good.
useful. Like
Yeah. So Instagram seems to be like the one now for DJs and stuff like
Yeah.
Twitch for live stream.
Yeah. People would use Twitch.
You ever done any live
but-
streams and stuff?
No, actually, I haven't. But I'm doing a live stream in Thompson's next week. I got asked by one of the nights. I don't know if it's Misfit or, but it's gonna be a live set. They
Right,
just set it's basically like 6 o'clock at night or something in the club, and it's just a recording.
So it'll be an empty club and it'll
Yeah,
just be,
just be
doing
me
live
in the
stream?
booth, yeah.
That'll be weird.
I know.
you'd probably like that though. There's no.
I know.
No
I would like
crowd.
that there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind getting booked for that.
Yeah, we live stream.
Well, if we do the lives, then you know, we can come down here and do a
Yeah.
couple of live streams. That'll be brilliant.
Yeah, no problem at all.
Yeah.
I think we've covered everything, have we? Like,
Everything and more, I think.
what other things are you into then, just away from music and makeup?
I know it's the thing. I'm not even in the makeup. It's
Yeah,
it's
no.
the treat. Like this was a new team, so when I came out of uni, Brenton offered me the job as a graduate job, but just because again it went to the trade marketing. You're
Oh,
dealing.
so we'd be part of your advanced management sort of thing?
Yeah, it's just part of because it's marketing was part of my module. So trade marketing, you're doing events in the mega stores, and you're dealing with the mega stores, and you're dealing with events and chemists. So anything that kind of buys our product, that's what I deal with.
All right, cool.
So it just suits me talking to people and interacting and being at the events. It's good.
Well, if you're doing your job's your hobby, isn't that what they say? Then
You don't feel like you're working.
or something like that. There.
Yeah, something like that. But I know that's where I am. I just like I can't say my job is a lot of computer work too, just during the day. But you're doing the computer work for the events, so I do. I love. I'm very grateful at the minute, like of everything I've worked for, it's kind of fallen into place, which is.
Yeah, well, you seem to be somebody like dead outgoing and dead like grabbing life by the.
Cojones. That's one thing of advice I would give as well. Just get out and do it. Like because you just have to, really. If you want something, you cannot sit in your arse and expect to get it.
Well, fair play.
I will go out and do whatever. I'll go out and work my arse off till I get it.
It's working for you.
Did you do what did you for A level? Was it related to like?
No, I done double sport, history and media.
Yeah, no. See, my A levels are just nothing. Because when I leave upper sec, like I want to go into like music production, and I'm still trying to figure out what to go into. But
A levels will never mean anything after you leave school, and without busting your bubble will mean nothing.
See, my A levels as well. Like people say to me, 'cause I'm so interested in music, they're like, "They do music production, they do media," and I'm like, "No, like I literally do travel and tourism, health and social, and hospitality." Like,
you don't have to love music. I loved music from going to. Just from I was a baby, you don't need it. I don't play no instruments.
Yeah,
you don't need to. You just If you enjoy it, you're going to put your time into it. If you put your time into it, you're going to get better at it. So you just.
I always say like there's no smart people in the world. It's just passionately curious. Like
100%.
If you're passionate about something, you work at it, you'll get to do it, and you'll be good at it. Like
that's what I have on my side. I think passion. If I really enjoy something, I'll put my 110 into it.
Brilliant. So we'll leave it there then.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
No worries. Thanks for coming down. Cheers.
Thanks.